Merchants Baseball is on the air. Carroll Merchants Baseball is brought to you by Pepsi-Cola Bottlers of Carroll, Dries Oil, Bruner and Reinhardt Law Firm, Uptown Sporting Goods, MC's Cafe, Stein Seeds, DMAC, Roselle Mutual, Kit Plumbing, New Way Ford, and Ski's Sandwich Shop. Now let's head to the ballpark and play ball with the Carroll Merchants.
And good evening, everybody, and welcome out here to beautiful Merchants Park. Jeff Blakeman and Jeff Honnold with you on this Thursday night. We've got Carroll Merchant Baseball, of course, for you, as the Merchants going to be entertaining the Miners of Fort Dodge. The Miners coming into this one 5-8 on the season. They are 1-0 right now against the Merchants. For the Merchants, they are 6-9 overall, also 5-8 in conference play. And Jeff, it is a warm night here tonight, but we've got a breeze blowing. Did you get hit in the back of the head by a wrapper?
I did.
Yep.
Good way to start the night.
But you sat over there so you could get some wind, and you're getting it here tonight.
I did. Actually, I sat over here. I was thinking we might have had Doug Laniger here with us tonight. So I'm running the live stream portion of it. So I thought maybe I'd sneak over here on this side and get out of the way.
Yeah, Doug is down with his kids as Kemper's at Shenandoah tonight. So that is where Doug Laniger is at tonight. We are going to have some special guests joining us here tonight at some point. If Honnold hasn't scared him away, Barry Bruner might join us. He's a little unsure with Mr. Honnold on the headphones. We also might have Jessica Morton.
Jessica's the president of the Bar Association.
Yep.
They are the host tonight. So
yeah,
she thought she'd sneak up here, and I've been trying to get Barry to come up and talk about the stadium and what's next and what's going on, but I may have scared him a little bit early.
Yeah. I think telling him that you would be nice till he got here might have put a little fear in him. A few years ago, we weren't real nice to him.
I went out there, I shook his hand, I was polite, I was trying to get him. Jim Van Dyke's on vacation. I said that'd be the next one we could get up here. We haven't been on Jim in a long time.
Absolutely, yeah.
But he evidently thinks he's working hard enough to get a vacation, but I haven't seen him in a month, so I'm not sure if he's actually worked at all.
Well, he's probably worked hard enough in a lifetime to take a month vacation.
I won't argue that. Well, no, he's a lawyer.
Yeah. We're going to tell you our starting lineups coming up here in a little bit. First of all, do want to thank Western Iowa Networks, though, for providing the phone or the Wi-Fi service for us here tonight. Again, you can get their 500 megabyte, their 1,000 megabyte, or their 1 gigabyte. You can get that free for 3 months. Check them out at westianet.com or call them at 712-775-2946. We need to step away for our national anthem. We'll be back. Starting lineups and first pitch is coming up next right here on 93.7 KKRL.
I'd like to thank these great merchant program sponsors for 2019. Commercial Savings Bank, Dries Company, Raccoon Valley Electric Co-op, Mid-Iowa Insurance and Real Estate, Charlie Steakhouse, Southside Lounge, Carroll Dental Associates, AAA Seeds, Barron's Construction, Roselle Mutual Insurance, Johnston Communications. We would like to thank these great merchant program sponsors for 2019. Bloomers Bar and Grill, Echo Electronics, Roman Stephenson Sons Construction, Gretaman Associates Insurance and Real Estate, Region 12 Council of Governments, Windstar Lines, Pro Auto, United Bank of Iowa, merchant corporate sponsors are Merchant Park Concession, Kick 106.7, KCIM 1380 92.5, 93.7 KKRL. And now, on to the broadcast booth. The 2019 merchant corporate sponsors are Sparky's One Stop, Anytime Fitness, Ike Allen Distributing, Merchant Park Concession, Culver's, Giant Seeds, Pit Stop Auto Wash, Platinum Business, And now, on to the broadcast booth.
Jeff Blackman and Jeff Honnold back here with you at Merchants Park here tonight. Jeff, you know me. I never like to give anybody a hard time, so I'm going to have to pick a little bit on Kayla Morton. Kayla was just out singing the national anthem. I know Kayla very well. She's one of my teammates with the young and the rest of us. She helps us run across the state of Iowa the last few years. She's been on that team that we do that relay run, and I went over and talked to her and Tanner Schrod tonight. She didn't tell me she was singing the national anthem ahead of time, so...
If you were her, would you tell you?
Well, yeah, because she doesn't know me well enough to know that I would tease her a little bit.
And do you realize you said I don't tease people? You know your tongue's going to swell up and run out of your mouth here pretty soon.
And that might be okay. People would enjoy just getting to listen to you. But anyways.
No, they got the silky tones of Mr. Jeff Blankman tonight.
But, you know, I've got to tell you, she did a great job here tonight. I don't know the young guy that was singing with her out there. But
you know what? Hemi behind you is the
sheets.
The sheets handed over here, and I will go through.
I got to tell you the crazy story, though, about Kayla. And that is here's a young lady that I got up at Friday morning at 4 o'clock in the morning. I have no idea what time she got up on that weekend. We ran across the state. In the 3 years that she's done it, she hasn't slept the entire weekend. So that means she's goes young. almost 55, 60 hours without any sleep. And she's as energetic when we get to Dubuque as she is when we leave in Sioux City on Friday morning.
So Kayla Morton is the vocal instructor at South Central Calhoun, and Sister Bar Association President Jessica Morton.
Yep.
Okay. And, well, they didn't say who the young man was with her.
Okay. Well, if anybody got Kayla's number, text her and give her a hard time here tonight. She did an amazing job, but she didn't even let me know that she was going to be singing the anthem.
I do not find that odd. We're going with a one-can review tonight, too, by the way. So.
All right. That works for me. Nate Dolman, the leadoff batter for the Fort Dodge Miners, as we are set to go. A couple of minutes early here tonight, and the first pitch on the way is going to be taken downstairs for ball one. Dolman will be followed by Jimenez, Jackie Jimenez, and then Jamie Young will give you the entire starting batting order for the Miners here in a second. 1-0 pitch on the way. That's going to miss up top. And the count is 2 balls and no strikes. Eddie Noguera will be playing catcher and batting fourth. Jose Guillen Jr. will be the DH and bat fifth. America Lewis will play right field and bat sixth. 2-0 pitch on the outside corner, and the count runs to 2-1. You got Drew Deemers out in left field. He'll bat seventh. Adam Thompson will be in center field. He'll bat eighth. And Sam Kimorley will be in center field, and he'll bat ninth tonight. There is a shot out towards right field on his horse for the Merchants is Ryan Booth. He's not going to be able to track that one down, but he holds him to a single for a leadoff single here for Dolman. And that is going to bring up now the third baseman, Jackie Jimenez. The pitcher tonight for the Miners is Kevin Crow. Defensively for the Merchants here tonight, they've got Chris Kostoviak on the hill tonight. I have not seen him pitch yet this season. Ben Berg behind the plate, Brendan Larkin at first, Andrew Fay at second, Mike Wallace is at third, Tate Johnson is the shortstop. Bree Snyder in left, Christian Corton is in right or center field, and Ryan Booth, of course, out in right field. First pitch on the way is going to be a little number. It's going to be a one-hopper scooped up by the shortstop, and a throw by Wallace is going to be in time. Over to first base, moving up to second is going to be Dolman, one out here in the inning. And the batter will be the first baseman, Jamie Young.
Kostoviak has kind of been the horse for him lately. He's been pitching a lot of innings, doing a lot of good work. Went deep the other day. That last batter, Jamie Young, or Devin Porter, was from Ball State.
All right.
Jamie Young is from Lakeland.
Jimenez was the last batter, by the way, Jeff. It wasn't. It was not.
Was it 28?
No, number 29.
I don't have a 29.
Okay.
So I don't know where he's from.
Okay. Yeah, he wasn't on their roster. Pitch on the way. Going to be taken up and top from Jamie Young.
You got to see that nice play out of Wallace, and that's been the one thing that this Merchant team has been showing a lot this year is just nice, solid defensive plays. Really cut down on those errors that they started with early in the year.
Of course, the Merchants are coached by Cody Williams and assisted by Trey Mullenberg.
Two great guys.
Yeah, absolutely. I had a nice little conversation with Cody down before the game, and that idea you had earlier tonight probably is a good idea.
He wants to.
Yeah.
I told him we need to take him out. We'll have to set him up. You know what? We could probably do that tomorrow night. I think they're going tomorrow.
Yeah, 2-0 pitch on the way. Now it's going to miss low and inside, and the count is quickly 3-0 right now on Young.
I find it fun just sitting down talking to a guy like that, and it's what little baseball knowledge I have.
Which isn't much.
Well, I got beaten in my head by Waddle, or by
Waddle.
By Coach Waddle, so I do have some.
3-0 pitch in there for a strike.
No skill. I'll give you no skill.
Okay.
But I do have some knowledge, and it's just nice to pick other people's brains about it.
Absolutely. 3-1 the count right now on Young. Again, Dolman out at second base, 1 out, top of the first inning. Merchants and Miners for you here tonight on KKRL. Pitch on the way. Going to be called a strike on the outside corner. Nice fastball that time. And the count is 3-2 without Jacobson pitching, Jeff. We don't have our radar gun sitting down here.
I forgot to buy. I was going to order one. I think I could find a lot of good uses for that.
Yeah, you probably could. 3-2 pitch. There's a chopper foul. You going to see how fast you run?
And I was going to see how fast the bullet went out the end of my gun when I was shooting at deer and missing.
And missing being the key word.
Well,
there, right?
you know, if you get them, then you have to clean them. You got to do all the extra work. If you just shoot at them, you get kind of the fun you miss.
Wind blowing from right to left field here tonight and fairly strong. We're supposed to see later tonight anyway, after midnight, some gust around 30, but pretty much 5 to 15 to maybe 20-mile-an-hour winds here this evening.
Oh,
there is ball 4, takes that one up top. First walk issued here tonight for Kristoviak.
You know, and that's the one thing he's cut way down on are the walks, and that's been helping him a lot.
That's going to bring up Eddie Noguerera, the catcher.
He's out of Fort Dodge, Iowa Central Community College.
Okay. We've had a few kids from the area go up there and play over the years.
Yeah, it's a good school.
Runners on first and second. They've pulled in the first baseman now a little bit. Playing in right now is Larkin.
Can you believe Tom Brinks isn't sitting in the office tonight? Listen, I asked him how it sounded.
Really?
He's not in the office.
Where is he?
I don't know. I'm afraid to ask.
Yeah, maybe he's actually golfing. 1-0 pitch on the way. Chopper over to Wallace.
Oh.
That's actually going to get over his head. We're going to get a throw from Reese Snyder. Play not going to be made at the plate as the throw is up the line a little bit. And Noguerera will pick up an RBI single. The scoring from second was Dolman. Jeff, no hesitation from Dolman that time. That ball took a high chop and was right over the head of Wallace, who was kind of ranging in between the third base and shortstop position. Ball got out into left, and Dolman wasn't going to slow down. He was going no matter what.
Nothing he could do. He jumped all the way up, glove as high as he could go, and it just went over the top of the glove. And you're right, but you get that point, that the center fielder can't get it. You have a pretty good look at getting in.
Jose Guillen Jr. The DH will step in now for the Miners. Pitch on the way, and that one is going to miss inside. The last time these two times met up, when I talked with Coach Williams, part of the problem was that they got down 5-0 right away, gave up a 5 spot in the first inning, and then tried to battle back, but never was quite able to do it. Thank you, Megan Neighborhouse. She told us that we're sounding good here tonight.
Well, we don't sound good, but the certain sound's coming through good.
One pitch on the way, 1-0 pitch is swung on and missed.
Guillen Jr. is from Western Oklahoma State College.
All right.
Thanks for everybody that is listening, and I think we finally got this solved, how to run it through the radio into the live stream. And thank you to Johnson Communications for coming out and helping us with that.
Absolutely. Jason and those guys, they're awesome out there, aren't they?
Yeah.
There's a chopper. That's going to be fouled down the third base side.
As I thought, though, it was just a one-button push.
That's what I figured. Yeah.
Human error.
Yeah.
Operator error.
Yeah. They just got to be smarter than the equipment you're trying to run.
It doesn't work well with me. You know better now.
I know. America Lewis is waiting on deck right now for the Miners. We've got 2 on, 1 out. We're in the top of the first. 1-0 Miners with the lead right now. Count is 1-2 on Guillen Jr.
Oh,
they got him hung up between second and third, but they got a balk. Yep.
Got him on a
Young
balk.
that time, Jeff dashed off of second base and kind of got Kristoviak kind of a little out of rhythm there, and he didn't step off properly.
No.
And they had him, but the balk will move the runners.
I have seen coaches do that intentionally, but that was not intentional. He got caught, and it just, again, the pitcher's instinct, it's hard for them to remember to step off.
1-2 pitch on the way. There's a fly ball out towards deep left field. Snyder drifting back. The wind's got that one, and that is gone. A 3-run home run for Guillen Jr. And the Miners last time jumped up 5-0. They're up 4-0 with a 1 out here in the top half of the first inning on a 3-run blast from Jose Guillen Jr.
Yeah, they do have some boys that can hit it a long ways, and that one, you don't have to hit it hard. You just got to get it up in the air and let it carry. And Reese was on his horse, and he ran back to the fence, but there's not much you can do when it goes over.
Yeah, I had to look up and watch that one go. And, Jeff, he took a high pitch that time and just went with it and hammered that. I think he did get a little help from that wind, though. That flag out there might be 5 to 15 mile an hour down here on the ground. That wind might be blowing quite a bit stronger than that up in the sky, a little bit more up in the air. Lewis takes a swing and a miss, and the count is 0-1.
Yeah, I got it at 13 right now,
Okay.
and I think it's higher than that.
I think that the way that flag's blowing out there in center field, it might be a little stronger the higher you get up, of
I was
course.
out playing golf for probably loving on a couple holes and cussing. That number 4 played long right in the wind.
Oh, yeah, pitch on the way. There's
There's
another
one gone.
shot, and that one is gone.
That one might land on a softball.
Yeah,
field.
that one's got a chance. It would have,
did.
except for did it go inside the fence?
No, but I don't know.
I
can't
couldn't tell if it landed kind of outside of the foul territory fence or if it was on the field of play, but it did get into the softball diamond area. And a solo home run this time by Lewis, and it's now 5-0 in favor.
There's
of
that
the
5
Miners.
spot we gave him last time, too.
Yep.
Again, you just got to get that ball in the air here. It's going to go. I mean, there was a no-doubter on that one. Get it up in the wind with this, it's going to carry on out.
4 hits already in the ballgame. Drew Deemer's coming in. The left fielder will step in, and he'll take the first pitch in there for a strike. The count is 0-1.
He is out of Dakota Wesleyan.
Okay. Somebody was able to go in there and get the ball, so good thing it wasn't locked up over there tonight. That pitch is going to...
They don't care. They just hop over.
They just hop over the fence. Yeah, these young kids, I remember being able to do that when I was little. There's no way I would even attempt it today.
I'd bend it in half.
You just run through it.
That might be easier.
Yeah. 0-2 the count right now. And the pitch on the way. There is a fly ball. This one's out towards center
That
field,
one's
so
gonna
it's
get
going to be
held up.
playable by Corton. And Corton will make the catch for the second out of the inning.
You know, and that one was hit fairly decent, but you saw it going against the wind, and that really knocked it down. So that right field, right center is going to be an awful tough shot to put anything out.
Yeah, you get it into the air to left field, and you're probably going to have a lot of luck.
If you can hit it dead center and let her drift, she's going to go. You can get to deep center tonight.
Andrew Thompson, the second baseman for the Miners, will step in. First plate appearance tonight against Kostroviak. Pitch on the way. Fastball catches the outside corner, and the count is 0-1 strike.
And he is out of Valley City State University.
Is that in Utah?
I believe North Dakota.
North Dakota. All right.
Valley City, North Dakota is the only one I know.
Okay. Well, usually when I hear like Valley City, I think of like Utah. I don't know why.
You're odd.
Well, I am. That's why I do radio. 1-1 pitch. There's a line shot, base hit out to left field. Snyder will keep him to a single. That is the 5th base hit already of the inning for the Miners.
They got him timed up tonight.
Yep, and that's going to bring up now Kimberly.
Brings up the center fielder, number 20, Sam DeMorley.
Kamorley, they said,
Okay.
and he is from Lakeland Community College.
All right.
Nope, must not be his name. Must be, they're giving him crap down the dugout, so they must have been said wrong maybe up here.
Okay. Yeah, he's a lefty, and he'll foul the first pitch off.
They're having a good time with him.
Okay. Again, the top of the order in the on-deck circle right now with 2 outs, so Miners have batted 9 so far here in the inning. Runner goes, and there's a shot out towards left field. Booth has got a beat on it, as that one was hit probably hard enough to be a home run on most nights, but that one died in that wind, and that will end the inning. But the Miners pick up 5 runs. They get those 5 runs on 4 hits. There were no errors, and they leave 1 runner left on base. We'll step away, take a break. We've got the bottom of the first in 1 minute here on KKRL.
To thank these great merchant program sponsors for 2019, Commercial Savings Bank, Dries Company, Raccoon Valley Electric Co-op, Mid-Iowa Insurance and Real Estate, Charlie Steakhouse, Southside Lounge, Carroll Dental Associates, AAA Seeds, Barron's Construction, Roselle Mutual Insurance, Johnston Communications. We would like to thank these great merchant program sponsors for 2019, Anytime Fitness, Computer Concepts of Iowa, Court Street, LLC, Lens Insurance and Real Estate, Litterdale Country Store, Carroll Glass, Market on 30, Merchant Park Concessions,
Well, the Carroll Merchants will come to the plate here as we head to the bottom half of the first inning. Their batting order tonight, Mike Wallace, their third baseman, will lead things off. He'll be followed by the second baseman, Andrew Fay. Batting third is the DH, is Nick Supel. The catcher, Ben Berg, hits in the 4-hole. Brendan Larkin, the first baseman, bats fifth. Batting sixth and playing shortstop is Tate Johnson. The left fielder, Reese Snyder, will hit seventh. Playing center field and batting eighth is Chase Corton. And the right fielder, Ryan Booth, will hit in the number 9 hole. And again, pitching but not batting tonight is Chris Kristoviak. Mike Wallace will lead things off for the Merchants here tonight. They'll be facing Kevin Crowell again for the Fort Dodge Miners. Eddie No Guerrero behind the plate. Jamie Young at first. Adam Thompson's at second. Jackie Jimenez is at third. And Nate Dolman is the shortstop. We'll give you the Miners outfield here in just a moment.
You know, I was out by the old beverage tent out there earlier.
First pitch on the way. That one's going to be taken up and in for a strike, and the count's 0-1.
And I saw Tim Riley out there. And that reminded me of the old adage, you know, the fox guarding the hen house?
Okay.
I said, that's like putting the fox inside the hen house when he's guarding the beer tent.
Okay.
So I'm not sure they're going to make any money out there tonight.
0-1 pitch on the way. There is a shot out towards shallow center field. That's going to drop in for a base hit. So Wallace will pick up the hit to start the ball game here.
Wallace is out of Ellsworth Community College.
And that's going to bring up the second baseman, Andrew Fay.
Fay out of John Wood Community College. He's from, Darted in Perry, Missouri.
All right. Lefty against the righty here tonight as Fay steps into the left-handed batter's box. Merchants with the leadoff runner on here tonight in the bottom of the first, trailing it right now 5-0.
Wallace is a threat to steal.
Yeah, we got good speed over there.
Tends to get a nice secondary lead, too.
Kind of dancing around over there, doesn't go anywhere with Young holding him on, and the first pitch misses up and away, and the count is 1-0. Jeff, I can't remember the young man last year that I used to always catch doing stairs in here. That was a great little quick runner.
Yeah, I don't remember. Yeah, come over. He'd be running stairs before the game.
Yep.
And still be fast.
Yes. 1-0 pitch, runner goes. The throw down to second is not going to be in time. Wallace in with the stolen base. And the count will run to 2-0 now on Fay.
He almost could have stayed up. He got such a good jump.
The throw was a little bit high. Otherwise, would have been a little closer play down there at second base.
Great jump, though. He's got this timed out pretty well. The Merchants can do some damage here.
Yeah, need to just chip away at this. Don't have to get all 5 back right now, but pitch on the way in there for a strike. And the count now 2-1 strike. See Jason Schwarty in the house here tonight. Of course, the Kemper girls tennis coach.
I see Paige Kaltrider and Young Granning out there.
Okay. Well, they must be sitting out there where I can't see them.
They're out in the bleachers.
Okay, there's a chopper, and that's going to be scooped up by Young, the first baseman. He'll step on the bag, but Wallace going to move down to third on the play. 3-U on the ground out. That'll bring up now the designated hitter, Nick Supel.
Supel out of Mount Mercy University, Solon, Iowa. That's where Mr. Haluska is now. Adam is in Solon.
Supel, Jeff's got some good power. I don't know if he's got a home run yet this year or not.
Yeah, I don't know. We don't get the stats. He's been striking the ball well.
So you haven't gotten the password to get into the stats yet?
Would you give me the password? Oh, yeah, you know what? I do have your password. I forgot about that.
No, that's not for me, or I'd be in the stats. I figured means you're entrenched with the Merchants that you'd be able to get it. There's a breaking ball going to just miss him as it came right at him and then broke towards the inside corner, but it was still well off.
Where's our boy? He usually gets hit with those.
Mr. Larkin, he's not due up for a little bit yet.
Yeah, he's holding the iPad, filming. Larkin's got to be getting close to 20 now.
Pitch on the way. There's a chopper out towards the shortstop. A run going to come in to score. The throw over to first that time by Dolman is in time, but the RBI ground out by Supel will score Wallace from third. So the Merchants, Jeff, really in a way kind of manufactured a run there in that first inning. Got the base hit, the stolen base, then the guy hits it to the right side of the infield to move that runner down to third, and then they got another grounder to be able to score him.
I caught out of the corner of my eye. Wallace was going, so I'm not so sure that wasn't a hit and run. He left when the pitch was released. So
okay.
Benny Berg,
Yeah,
playing
Penny
out of
Berg.
Concordia.
Yeah, from Carroll here, of course. First pitch in there for a strike to Berg, and the count's 0-1. I know he had a home run up at Storm Lake the other night in that loss up there.
He's got some pop to it. This is a hard place to hit home runs normally with a wooden bat.
Yeah. Pitch on the way. Breaking ball in there for a strike, and the count's 0-2.
He's smiling at that one. He saw it coming, and he was too late to pull the trigger. Got a big chuckle out of that.
Well, he started to step out a little bit, too. I think he thought that one was going to be inside like the one to Supple. 0-2 pitch coming with a fastball outside and got him. Catcher will have to make a throw down to first, but that is not a big deal for guys at this age, and that is going to be the final out of the inning. But the Merchants do pick up a run. 1 run on 1 hit. There was no errors. They leave nobody left on base. We're through 1 complete 7-inning ball game, I think, tonight.
Yes, 7 innings.
We're back in 1 minute with the Merchants trailing the Miners at 5-1.
We would like to thank these great Merchant program sponsors for 2019. Bruner, Reinhardt, and Morton LLP. Giant Seeds. Piranha Club. Lincoln Highway Pharmacy. Platinum Fitness. Templeton Savings Bank. State Wealth Management. To thank these great Merchant program sponsors for 2019. Commercial Savings Bank. Dries Company. Raccoon Valley Electric Co-op. Mid-Iowa Insurance and Real Estate. Charlie Steakhouse. Southside Lounge. Carroll Dental Associates. AAA Seeds. Parents Construction. Roselle Mutual Insurance. Johnston Communications.
Top of the order due out for the Fort Dodge Miners as we head here to the top half of the second inning. Miners again getting 5 runs in the first inning. Lead it right now by a score of 5-1. Jeff Blackman and Jeff Honnold with you here tonight.
I know you say that I pick on Barry Bruner, but he was just selected to play the Culver's Cone Zone thing.
Okay.
And that's usually kids about the size of my knee.
Okay.
So I'm not the only one that reaches out there and wants to pick at Barry. So Barry's going to be trying to get a free ice cream out of the deal.
Okay. Well,
So it's
good
not
for
just
him.
me.
We'll have to. Maybe we won't take a break that time. We'll stick around and do a little play-by-play
You know
of
what?
Barry's
I
attempt.
might leave it. I need another
Turn the camera
turned
on him. Yeah. Dolman singled and scored his first time up. This time he's going to pop one up out towards shallow right field. Coming in is going to be Booth. He'll call off the second baseman, Fay. He'll make the catch. Fay had drifted quite a bit back and looked like he had a bead, but Jeff, so much of an easier play for the right fielder to come in and make that play. Wisely, Booth able to call him off and make it look pretty easy.
Again, that wind just knocks it down. I see John Perrin's lovely grandchildren in the house today.
Yeah, nice. And that's going to bring up Jackie Jimenez. He grounded out to third on a roller over to Wallace his first time up. And the pitch on the way. Breaking ball going to miss up top for ball 1.
And we don't know where Jimenez is from.
Yeah, he's not on their roster, so. The 1-0 pitch misses low and away, and the count runs now to 2 balls and 1 strike.
I know we had one last week, and the PA announcer, Mr. Tom Hallcap, called him no number, no name.
Yes.
Or no, he called him name, no name player.
Yep. There's
He
a
is
chopper
entertaining.
back towards the pitcher. Stoviak will field that one's going to flip it over to Larkin at first. And there are 2 outs here in the inning, so a much better start to this inning for the Merchants than back in that first inning as Jamie Young will come in. Young walked his first time up and did score on that 3-run home run by Guillen Jr.
Dude, I'm kind of anxious to see Larkin get one up, and he's been hitting him down left field. See him get one up in the air. That thing should carry tonight. He's got some pop. All these Merchant players are just a little timing, just a little off. They just can't quite get it going, but they've been playing pretty well.
Now, some of that could be still trying to adjust to that wood bat, I would imagine.
They tell me it's unforgiving.
Yep. Pitch on the way. That one's going to miss low and inside.
Nothing going on in the Merchant bullpen.
No.
Nice crowd here tonight on Carroll County Bar Association night.
Yeah.
So for lawyers, we got a pretty good crowd.
Pitch on the way in there for a strike. I was waiting for you to make a comment.
Normally, I try to run away anywhere. There's going to be a whole bunch of lawyers, but
Yeah.
this is a pretty good group here.
I was going to say, how many of these guys and gals have defended you at some point through
None, but I know a lot of them.
One fun pitch. Chopper over to Wallace at third. He'll scoop and throw. It's a little high. Larkin goes up and gets it. Lands on the bag. Still tags the runner out for good measure. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for the Miners here in the top of the second. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. Miners lead the Merchants 5-1. Bottom of the second. 1 minute away here on KKRL.
19 Merchant corporate sponsors are Merchant Park Concession, Kick 106.7, KCIM 1380 92.5, 93.7 KKRL. And now, on to the broadcast booth. We would like to thank these great Merchant program sponsors for 2019. Bloomers Bar and Grill, Echo Electronics, Roman Stephenson Sons Construction, Gretaman Associates Insurance and Real Estate, Region 12 Council of Governments, Windstar Lines, Pro Auto, United Bank of Iowa,
Go Merchants.
Well, Jeff Honnold's favorite batter going to be stepping to the plate to lead things off here as we head into the bottom of the second inning. Brendan Larkin.
Make sure you put a Mr. in front of his name.
Yeah, Mr. Brendan Larkin
He's
going to
a
step in.
great guy. You know, here's a guy that's gotten plunked almost 20 times this season, and he just takes it. You know, he's one of those guys that doesn't get upset about. He doesn't like it, but he doesn't get upset about it. And you know, he looks intimidating, but he's a really nice young man. And I'd love to give him a little static. And of course, we pick on his brother because his brother was a manager here for a year.
Oh yeah.
He's still not one of my favorite managers.
Larkin going to be followed by Tate Johnson.
I like his brother a lot better. I like Larkin a lot better than his brother.
You say that about them all, Jeff.
Well, his brother picked on me, so.
Is he the one that gave you the superstar nickname?
He's the one that thought he was funny.
Well, I still like that one. I throw it out there every now and then.
Yeah, and you usually get hit when you do it. Truman State University out of Florissant, Missouri.
Larkin going to take the first pitch, a low and inside for ball one. The Merchants first baseman.
See if he can pull one, get one up here in the air. That thing will carry. That might actually hit the press box over there. Softball diamond.
1-0 pitch coming up. That one's going to miss up and in, and the count runs now to 2 balls and no strikes.
Now, that one would have hurt if it had hit him. Looks like Kristoviak. He's stretching out. He doesn't look like he's comfortable.
That. Yeah. Got the jacket on over there in the sleeve, and he's trying to work that right arm out. There's a pop-up on the infield. The catcher, No Guerrero, will come out in front of the plate, and he's not going to be able to make the catch. Larkin going to reach on the air.
And this wind, that is a very tough play for the catcher. I was surprised with the third baseman and the pitcher there coming in that they let him have that one with that glove. And great for us. That first error is going to get us going.
And that'll bring to the plate now the shortstop, Tate Johnson.
Tate's having a good year as well. Tate from Concordia College. He's out of Indianola.
Johnson, a lefty, will step in. Larkin with his lead off over at first. Young will hold him on. And the pitch on the way is a chopper. Second baseman will scoop. They're going to go to second. They'll get the lead runner. No play on Johnson here at first. He'll reach on the fielder's choice, but 4-6 to get Larkin. And second base for the first out. That'll bring up the left fielder now, Reese Snyder.
Reese, of course, playing at Morningside. He's from Breda.
Okay, yeah, absolutely.
To be more specific, he's not from Carroll.
He's from Breda. Yeah.
Just a quick injury update. Talked to Tyler Lang's parents, and he's due to start tossing here before too long.
Okay.
So good news there. They're hoping
did not have to have surgery then?
Not yet. They think it was just maybe a strain, and they're going to try to go with that.
All right, pitch on the way. Going to be taken inside, and the count is 1 ball and no strikes.
So we wish him luck and hope that comes around. We hope that's the truth, is that it's just a strain and he's able to throw again. fine young man's going through, battled through a lot of injuries.
Johnson with his lead over at first. Young again holding on. He's leaning back towards the bag, so not going anywhere. 1-0 pitch misses up and away, and the count 2 balls and no strikes. Crowell's been throwing quite a few fastballs, Jeff, but he's got a nice breaking ball when he throws it here this evening.
Got a very nice breaking ball and a lot of deception with it as well. It looks almost like his fastball coming out of his hand.
2-0 pitch on the way. There is a fastball. That's going to get into the gap into right center field. Johnson's going to round second. Williams is going to hold him up at third as the throw comes in. But a double for Reese Snyder. And a big hit by the Carroll Merchant left fielder. And the Merchants now have 2 hits here on the night. And that's going to bring up the center fielder, Chase Corton.
He is from South Dakota State University out of Tabor, South Dakota. So SDSU. Brookings product.
Merchants threatening to get back into this one. Jeff, we talked about it. Gave up that 5 spot in the top of the first. Didn't have to get it all back at one time. Could chip away at it, and they're looking to do that here.
Nice little base hit here. Scores 2.
Yep.
You got speed on the pass.
They're not going to be holding Snyder on at second either, so he'll get a good break out there. Pitch on the way. Breaking ball in there for a strike, and the count is 0-1.
Be back on the air on Saturday on Facebook, at least, internet broadcast. Carroll Merchants coming to town.
Did you get anybody to cover that for you?
I'm actually doing it.
Well, that's what I mean. I didn't know if you were going to find maybe Tyler or somebody or pop up out toward shallow center field. Drifting out will be the center fielder. Making the catch is going to be Dolman. Surprised that he took that one, especially with Kimberley, the center fielder, right there, because Jeff, with a runner at third, made it pretty easy for Larkin to tag up and score on the play. That'll turn into a sac fly on an F6.
Yeah, that was...
He's going out. And the center fielder's coming in. It just would have been an easier play, but it's a good play for the Merchants as the run comes in to score. That'll make it now 5-2. Snyder will remain at second base. And Ryan Booth will step to the plate, the right fielder.
Something on this, when I touch it, makes it go all the way out.
They're going to check over at third. They're going to say that he did not leave early. Yep.
So Booth... he is out of Ellsworth Community College, Lincoln, Nebraska product.
Great man.
Yeah. See if he can poke one the other way here and get some in there and maybe put it out.
Pitch on the way. There is a check swing. It's going to get underneath the glove of the third baseman Jimenez. Snyder going to be waved into home. They'll make the throw into second base, and the Merchants have scored 2 unearned runs here in the second inning.
Boy, that was a well-struck ball right down the baseline, and right before it got to the bag, it kind of hopped a little bit, and third baseman missed it, and it railed right down the line and gave Snyder plenty of time to get in.
Yeah, he just didn't get the glove all the way on the ground. That one went right underneath the glove. And that's going to bring up the top of the order now in Mike Wallace. Wallace has singled, stole second, and scored in his first plate appearance back in the first inning.
And this is the type of ball that Coach Williams wants to play. You know, a lot of pressure, a lot of get on, do what you need to do, make contact, don't strike out, and see if you can't make this defense make mistakes. And we've seen the Fort Dodge team was able to do that.
Pitch coming up here. Runner dancing around over at first. That pitch going to be taken downstairs for ball 1. So Booth looking aggressive over that first. Don't know if he's going to go, but he's moving around a lot. He's really trying to get Crowell's attention there on the hill.
He has been known to go.
He dances off big again. They're going to snap a throw, and now they've got him hung up in between first and second. He's going to be tagged out at second base to end the inning. That time, Jeff danced a little too far off and got himself in trouble.
Yeah, that's
and it'll be a 2-3-6 put out at second base to end the inning. Merchants pick up 2 runs. They get it on 1 hit. There were 2 errors. Nobody left on base. We'll head to the top of the third. It's a 5-3 Miners lead. We're back in a minute here on KKRO. Uptown Sporting Goods.
19 Merchant corporate sponsors are Merchant Park Concession, Kick 106.7, KCIM 1380 92.5, 93.7 KKRL. And now, on to the broadcast booth. I'd like to thank these great Merchant program sponsors for 2019. Commercial Savings Bank, Dries Company, Raccoon Valley Electric Co-op, Mid-Iowa Insurance and Real Estate, Charlie Steakhouse, Southside Lounge, Carroll Dental Associates, AAA Seeds, Barron's Construction, Roselle Mutual Insurance, Johnston Communications.
Barry Bruner, Jeff, getting ready to try and win an ice cream cone here, and I think he pulled Joey Hudson out here to give him some lessons, and he misses up top. Crowd giving Barry a little bit of a hard time.
Hope he knows we're on a time limit here.
There's another one. That one's going to be short. First one was over top. Second one was short. And now I think he's going to have Mr. Hudson throw for him here. I don't know if this is going to count. And Joey Hudson throws it over the top as well. So that is going to be it. And Barry not going to be a winner here today. I'm sure, Jeff, if we get him to come up and chat with us, we might have to have a conversation about that.
Oh, I don't know if we have to do that.
Eddie No Guerrero will lead things off. Jose Guillen Jr. and America Lewis are the scheduled hitters here.
I do have to mention that is the first person not to get one all year.
Really?
Actually, in the 2 years.
Wow.
Even the little kids get it. So Barry's the first person I've seen not win.
Wow. That'll go down in the record books.
We got to make sure he knows that, too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Got a note for you here. Go ahead and call this.
All right, first pitch on the way to No Guerrero, taken up top. He single driving in a run and scored back in the first inning in his other plate appearance.
I want to say, give a shout out to Adam Thompson's parents. They are listening in.
There's a shot foul.
Oh!
Ooh, almost got some little kids sitting down there in the bullpen. Yeah.
You know what? 3 guys went 3 different directions, and good thing all 3 of them went down because that ball went right over top of them.
Yeah, absolutely. Good thing they were paying a little bit of attention over there in the Miners bullpen area, and that ball skirted right over the top of them. And some of the Miners players, Jeff, going out to, I think, check to make sure they're all right.
No, they're going to get the ball.
Okay.
And the boys are thinking, what's that all about? I get my buck.
Yeah.
You got to take that back. The Miners aren't used to the program where you get.
Yeah, that's true.
Get the $1. That's a big prize.
Yeah, I thought maybe they were going out to check on him. 1-2 pitch. Going to be called strike 3 on the outside corner. Stoviak picks up his first strike out of the ballgame. Jeff, you mentioned the Thompsons are listening in tonight. Where are they from?
He's going to get tossed. He was arguing balls and strikes with the umpire. That won't last very long.
No, it will not. It looked like a good pitch. Looked like it caught the outside corner. You mentioned Thompson's, Jeff. Where are they listening from?
They are. I didn't catch that part of it. They're listening to the broadcast, saying it sounds good.
Okay.
I need to get their hearing checked.
Yeah, anytime you're on. Jose Guillen Jr. will step up. He's going to pop one up on his shallow right field. And again, Booth's going to call off the second baseman, Fay, and he'll make the catch. The right fielder making a long run in there, makes the catch, and there are 2 outs here in the inning.
And then he whips the ball at Fay, and Fay just barehands it. So you're having a little fun with each other. And that's the nice thing is that, they continue to have fun out here. That's what this is about. You're playing a game, but you're trying to get better, and they're having a good time playing baseball in the summer.
Erico Lewis hit a solo home run. That was part of a back-to-back home runs for the Miners in the first. He'll step in. And there is a chopper on the infield. That's going to get out. Nope, it's going to be knocked down by the shortstop.
Yeah,
good job by Johnson. Yep, there would have not been a throw over to first, so that's a base hit. 5th hit of the night here tonight for the Miners.
That was a good hit, and that was just deep into the hole, and a great job of knocking it down and holding to a single.
Well, that's going to bring up Drew Demers, the left fielder. He flew out to center field his first time up.
Out of Dakota Wesleyan.
1 on. And we've got the runner over at first real quick, Jeff Lewis.
I think he cramped up a little bit.
He cramped up or something, or he twisted the ankle as he came across the bag. He's trying to stretch out that right foot area and right calf area, and he says he's all right. He's going to go back to work. Here is Barry Bruner walking underneath the broadcast area here at beautiful Merchants Park.
We could have used your help this afternoon. I don't know where you hit on me.
What? You could have used my help?
Mm-hmm.
You didn't let me know. First pitch on the way. There's a chopper over to third. Wallace, it's gonna eat him up a little bit. That's gonna get out into left field. So Lewis will move down to second. Demers on in the air. And that's gonna bring up the second baseman, Adam Thompson.
Well, we got a little shout out here from our buddy Johnny Biter.
Hey.
Our condolences to Johnny. His
absolutely.
Brother passed away, but he's listening, said we sound good. Again, Johnny, you need your hearing checked.
Adam Thompson singled his first time up, was eventually stranded over at first base.
And we got a lot of games coming up.
Yeah, there's a chopper foul. And the count is 0-1.
Playoff season coming around the corner.
Yeah, July 8th. July 8th, all the softball playoffs get underway. Then July 13th, we have all the baseball playoffs. So it's going to get crazy busy.
I was filling in my schedule and noticed there's not a lot of days off.
No, not for the first few weeks.
I'm going to have to hide next week.
And then we'll have the Rewind All-Star game, probably around August the 4th. Pitch on the way. There is going to be a shot. That's going to be a base hit out into left. They're going to wave the runner. Snyder's throw is going to be up the line a little bit, but in time, and they're going to get him out of the plate.
Throw.
Snyder guns him down from left field for the final out of the inning. I was shocked that they were looking to send him on that one, but the Merchants get out of trouble here in the third. No runs on two hits. There was one error, and they leave 2 runners left on base. We are going to head to the bottom of the third. It's still a 5-3 Miners lead. We're back in a minute here on KKRL.
19 Merchant corporate sponsors are Merchant Park Concession, Kick 106.7, KCIM 1380 92.5, 93.7 KKRL. And now, on to the broadcast booth. We would like to thank these great Merchant program sponsors for 2019. Bloomers Bar and Grill, Echo Electronics, Roman Stephenson Son Construction, Gredeman Associates Insurance and Real Estate, Region 12 Council of Governments, Windstar Lines, Pro Auto, United Bank of Iowa.
At 792-1755.
Merchants will have Mike Wallace, who is at the plate in the second inning. When the inning ended, he'll lead things off to the top of the order to up for them. Wallace, Fay, and Nick Supel. Jeff glanced out into the bleachers out there. Emily Quink and Wendy Hawley, two former Arriva Rockets, in the house here tonight. So good to see them. Both of them have graduated about 3 or 4 years ago. So
there's young boys
nice
here.
to see them.
Tends to get them here.
So nice to see them. Haven't seen either one of them since they graduated high school over there at Arriva about 3-4 years ago.
And in hole number 8, Nick Supel.
Okay, this
Crowell's still warming up. They took a little bit of time here to get warmed up. Whew. Barry Bruner sitting down by his wife, Mary Bruner, down in the stands here tonight. A little smaller than normal crowd for the Merchants tonight, but still a nice crowd here this evening.
I had a peanut hole stuck in my throat, sorry.
Oh, yeah, not a problem. How's that Diet Mountain Dew?
Gone, both of them. I'll regret it about 3.
Yeah, I'm sure. Wallace going to step in. And the pitch on the way, taken in there for a strike. And the count is 0-1 on the Merchants third baseman.
Wallace out of Ellsworth Community College, Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Thanks again to Western Iowa Networks providing the Wi-Fi for us here tonight. 0-1 pitch. There's a chopper over towards the third baseman. That's going to eat up Jimenez. The throw to first not going to be in time.
Ate him up again.
Yep, so Wallace going to reach on the air.
And it's not that they're not taking bad hops. They're coming right in there. He's just eating him up, and he's over there smiling. They got him in for his bat more than his offense. His offensive ability more than defense. And
that'll get the Merchants started. Leadoff runner on here for the third straight inning. And that'll bring to the plate the second baseman, Andrew Fay.
John Wood Community College. He's out of Dardine Prairie, Missouri.
And the first pitch on the way. Line shot, base hit. That's into the left center field gap. Wallace, it gets by the center fielder. Wallace going to come around third. He's going to dig for the plate, and he'll score on the play.
Really nice job that time of Coach Williams picking that up. Wallace running all the way on that play, and Coach sent him, and then once he told him to go, he looked back and caught Fay and told him to hold up because they threw it in second. But again, really nice base running, and a good job that time of Coach being aggressive like he always is, and we got it down to a 1-run lead now.
Yeah, another unearned run scored for the Merchants here tonight, but they are now down, as Jeff said, just 5-4. Again, thanks to Western Iowa Networks. You can sign up right now for their 100 megabyte, 500 megabyte, or 1 gigabyte and get 3 months free. You can also sign up online at westianet.com or call them at 712-775-2946. Nick Supel at the plate. And the pitch on the way. Check swing did not go around, and the count is going to be 1 ball and no strikes.
And not only are they providing the Wi-Fi here, but we're also hooked in and we're streaming this video. So
Yeah.
we chew up a lot of data here, and no hiccups. Everything runs great.
Yep.
Just a great company to work with, Iowa Networks. And then also Johnson Communications. They've supplied all the equipment here so we can stream. So thank you to them. They're located over by Select Verizon Wireless.
1-0 pitch is going to be swung on and missed. Count runs to 1-1. Supel grounded out to short his first time up, but did score Wallace on the play. That was back in the first inning, so he's got an RBI on the night. Supel going to step out. He's going to take a couple of deep breaths, and then he's going to step back in. Headley family in the house here tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. He makes good contact here. He can give this one a ride. He can actually put it out. He's made really good contact lately. So hopefully he squares one up here and gives it a ride.
Tell you what, Kroll taking a long time out on the hill on this pitch, and there's a chopper again out towards short. And the throw over to first is offline a little bit. Supel going to be tagged out on the play. Moving down to third is going to be Fay, and Jeff Fay doing a great job that time. Kind of danced over the top of the ball and then jumped over it. Tried to block Dolman, the shortstop's vision of the ball, as long as he could without getting hit by it.
Yeah, and I think it did affect the throw over to first because he didn't get his timing down, so he rushed it over there and just not able to make a good throw, which was good for us.
And that'll bring up the catcher, Ben Berg. He struck out in 3 pitches his first time up. Ben will step in, infield drawn in with the tying run at third, and he'll swing and miss at a breaking ball, and the count is 0-1.
Ben was trying to put us in the lead right with one swing, and now the breaking ball has not been as dominant as it was in the first inning. He's flattened it out here, so our guys are making pretty good contact.
Jeff, surprised here in a way that the infield's in. They kind of, it's almost like you get the sense they don't know if they're going to score much more than the 5 they have on the board right now. 0-1 pitch on the way, swung on and missed, and the count runs to no balls and 2 strikes on Ben Berg. I know you got the tying run over at third, but we're only in the 3rd inning. I know it's a 7-inning game, but that just seems odd to draw that infield in this early in the game.
Krzysztofiak has shown that he can shut people down.
Yep.
So, and I think he pitched against them last time, so they've seen him be dominant.
0-2 the count right now on Berg. 1 out, runner at third. Pitch on the way. That's in the dirt. It's going to get away, and then Merchants will score the tying run on the wild pitch.
Well, that's an easy way to do it.
Count runs to 1-2 now on Benny Berg.
That gets the cowbells going.
Yep. Yeah.
You know, I haven't noticed them as much sitting over where you're at, but I really noticed the cowbells here.
Now, they've been more active tonight. I noticed that right away.
And we got a bigger group here tonight.
I don't know if it's because it's warmer tonight that they're just more active or what, but they've been a little more active here tonight.
I don't think they've had more lubrications.
There's a breaking ball, chop back up the middle. Dolman will range behind second, scoops, throws, and gets Berg out over at first base for the 2nd out of the inning. That'll bring up now the first baseman, Brendan Larkin. He popped up right in front of home plate his first time up. It was dropped, really, not made by the catcher. Kind of misjudged it a little bit, so he reached first and was eventually forced out on a ground ball to second base. That was all back in the 2nd inning.
I'd really like to see this young man get a hold of one. I think that ball will go forever.
So Mr. Larkin will step in. 2 out, nobody on. Tied here at 5 apiece. And a pitch on the way is in there for a strike, and the count is 0-1.
Well, that was on the outside corner. He's not used to anybody pitching him outside. Everybody jams it.
Hasn't happened much, that's for sure. 0-1 offering, swung on and missed, and quickly the count is no balls and 2 strikes on Larkin.
And that one that dropped right off the table. So now he's got his breaking ball working again. It's coming in there about the same speed and then just dropping.
Oh, 2 offering. Breaking ball misses low and away. No Guerrero, the catcher, stepping out. knocking that one down, even though there's nobody on base, kept it in front of him.
And you could see Larkin wanting to offer on that. That ball comes in, it breaks away quickly, and it was way outside. But again, comes in there, looks like a strike.
1-2 pitch as the wind continues to blow right to left. There's a chopper down the third base line. It's going to be knocked down by the third baseman. The throw not going to be in time. An infield single for Larkin.
He hit that ball hard. And
Yes, he did.
rolled it over, but he hit it hard down the third base line, and that's a nice base hit. Maybe that'll snap him out of it and get him going.
Just the fourth base hit of the night here for the Merchants. I know they got 7 up on the board, but the scoreboard here tonight a little inaccurate up there. Tate Johnson, the shortstop, will step in. He reached on a fielder's choice his first time up.
I had some arguments with the board last night as well.
And the pitch on the way. Gonna miss up and away. And the count is 1 ball and no strikes. What they've done, Jeff, is they put a hit up every time that they've put an error up, and that doesn't work.
Oh, it doesn't work very well.
Nope. 1-0 pitch. Allen's going to miss outside, and the count runs to 2 balls and no strikes.
Beautiful night here at the ballpark. We're playing 7.
Yep.
I'd say we're in that 300 range here on a weeknight. That's still pretty doggone good. On one of the first hot nights of the season.
Yeah. Tomorrow going to be worse, and then Saturday there's a hard chopper. That's going to get off Young, the first baseman. The throw to first not going to be in time because Crowell didn't get over and cover. He did not get to the bag. He was there, but did not get to the bag. So Johnson going to reach on the air.
Johnson not happy with himself on that hit.
Yeah.
Got out in front of that one, but he hustled down, got on there, so now he got runners first and second.
Yeah, Young limping around over there at first base. He took that one right off of the knee and shin area, so that's going to bring up Reese Snyder, who doubled his last time up. And Crowell right now, Jeff, if I'm him, I'm getting frustrated on the hill. Yeah. It's hot. You don't want to be out there throwing extra pitches, and your defense right now is letting you down bigger than anything.
How many errors do you have on them already?
Let me see here.
They're showing 4, but I'm thinking there's more than that.
Yeah, they've gotten 5 so far here in the game.
5 plus a wild pitch.
Yep.
So, there's a lot of free bases and
a
lot of free runners, and that you're right. That you look at it, we got a score of 5. You know, and that's the difference. Walks and errors, and that's what coaches Williams is trying to do here. Is he wants to put pressure, make contact. You don't have to hit the homers. Just keep that train moving.
Yeah,
and keep putting pressure on this defense, and they make mistakes.
Make defenses field the ball. They don't all do it very well. Runners at first and second, 2 out, and the pitch misses low and inside. No, Guerrero goes down and gets it, keeps it in front of him. That'll keep the runners from advancing. And the count is 1 ball and no strikes.
We talked about where they had the infield in, and part of it might be he's worried about how his defense is going to hold up with this offense keeping attacking him. And you don't know what he has left in the tank for pitchers. They're playing again tomorrow night, so he may be low on pitch count.
1-0 pitch taken away. Oh, no, we're going to call that one a strike on the outside corner. That's the widest the zone's been here tonight.
Yeah, that was a new strike.
Yeah, and the count is now 1 ball and 1 strike.
Really comfortable in here in the stadium with the shade.
It is. Got a nice little breeze blowing through. 1-1 pitch. Check swing. Going to check out with the second base hump, and he's going to say he did not go around. So
I did hear something funny today. John Ryan was on Given the Weather.
Yeah.
And he mentioned how it was going to be in the 90s. He said it was Jeff Blankman weather.
Absolutely. I like this kind of weather.
And then he decided he still might be wearing a coat.
Yeah, I did. I wore a hoodie at the office today.
Unbelievable. I was trying to see how low my air conditioner would go today.
2-1 pitch. Misses up and away. I will admit, I did go out yesterday about 3 o'clock when it was about 90 and wanted to do a 3-mile run. I got 2.5 in and had to shut her down and then walk the last half mile. But today I did get a 3.1 in. So
I went down and tried to run. My ankles bugged me, so I walked. Shut her down early, though.
3-1 pitch on the way. There's a chopper out towards the second baseman. Thompson will scoop the throw over to first in time to get Snyder. And that is the final out here of the inning for the Merchants. So they pick up 2 runs. They get those 2 runs on 2 hits. There was 3 errors, and they leave 2 runners left on base. We are through 3 complete. We're tied now at 5-5. We'll be back with more Merchants baseball coming up next right here on 93.7 KKRL.
I'd like to thank these great Merchant program sponsors for 2019. Commercial Savings Bank, Dries Company, Raccoon Valley Electric Co-op, Mid-Iowa Insurance and Real Estate, Charlie Steakhouse, Southside Lounge, Carroll Dental Associates, AAA Seeds, Barron's Construction, Roselle Mutual Insurance, Johnston Communications. 19 Merchant corporate sponsors are Merchant Park Concession, Kick 106.7, KCIM 1380 92.5, 93.7 KKRL. And now, on to the broadcast booth.
Carroll Merchants Baseball.
Kurt Schweers and his daughter, Katie Schweers, who is a great golfer for the Kemper Knights, in the house here tonight as we head to the top half of the fourth inning. Sam Kamorle will lead things off. He'll be followed by Nate Dolman and Jackie Jimenez. So 9-1-2 due up for the Fort Dodge Miners here. We're tied 5-5. Miners again got all of their runs in the first inning for the Merchants. So they've scored 1 in the first, 2 in the second, 2 in the third to tie this thing at 5 apiece. And you just corrected me on something. Gypsum Miners. Okay.
Not just Miners.
And the pitch on the way. Going to miss inside, and the count is 1-0. Sorry, I guess the sheet they gave me for the rosters just said Miners, so I didn't pay attention beyond that.
That's all I typed in today, but the real name is the Gypsum Miners.
All right, pitch on the way, taken up top, 2-0 the count. Kamorle flew out to right field to Booth his first time up.
Not sure how they picked their colors. Fort Dodge, a lot of times you'll see, but
2-0 pitch. This is low and away, and the count runs to 3-0.
So Fort Dodge High's colors are red and black, and that's kind of what I attribute. But whenever you see one of their travel teams or what have you, they're orange and black. So I'm not sure where that goes back to. So.
Yeah. That pitch in there for a strike. Count runs to 3-1. Orange and black is my old high school's colors, Dow City area.
Yeah. It's just funny, though, when you see their traveling volleyball teams and stuff of that nature, they're orange and black. And I one of these days I'll have to ask why.
3-1 pitch misses downstairs for ball 4.
Storm Lake is green. You understand that. That's kind of what you attribute them to.
Their uniforms look almost like Storm Lake High's uniforms, to be honest with you.
Yep. Bancroft, I believe, aren't they black and yellow?
I don't know.
It's been a long time since I've been up there.
Yep. I've never covered Bancroft in anything, so that
they
I'm
used
not
to be
sure.
A powerhouse in
Yes,
baseball.
they did. Absolutely. Nate Dolman will step in.
Neat little park for a small town like that.
Wind picking up as it is supposed to tonight. Pitch on the way. Going to be bunted back towards Kristoviak. He'll bobble. Picks up, throws over to first. Gets the runner. So a sack bunt that time by Dolman on a bang-bang play at first base. 1 out here in the inning. And Sam Kamorle moves up to second base on the play. That's going to bring up Jackie Jimenez. Jimenez has grounded out twice tonight. Once to third and once back to the pitcher.
He has struggled defensively at third base, but he looks like he could hit it a ton.
He does. I will agree with you. He has not done that yet tonight. Has not left the infield.
Well, we like that. Let's keep that up.
Wind again blowing right to left. Aided in a couple maybe home runs back in the first inning. And now we've got a quick time. John Perrin working his way over this way. Jeff, I didn't know if he was going to look up at you and give you the things.
300 here tonight.
Yeah.
Great. Well, I was pretty close, wasn't I? Didn't
You
I say
were.
about 3?
You did say about 300. I don't want to give you too much credit for it, but the first pitch to Jimenez up top for ball 1.
I'm starting to figure out how to gauge this thing a little bit. When you start looking out the ones out there towards first base throw you off a little bit. But 300 counted through the gate. They have a clicker actually right there.
Do they count you and me?
They did.
Okay. That pitch is going to get away from Berg. Moving down to third. There's going to be Kamorle. The count's going to run to 2-0 on Jimenez. Jamie Young, the first baseman, is on deck right now for the Gypsum Miners.
You know, I admit, if you'd have told me in we in 3 now or 4?
Year 4, I think.
That we'd still be drawing 300 people for a weekday game. I think you're more than happy with this right now.
2-0 pitch on the way. That's going to miss inside, and the count runs now to 3 balls and no strikes. Well, that group that does this, they've worked hard to keep the Merchants kind of out in front of everybody.
Year-round effort.
Yep.
Year-round effort for that group. And They've drug us into it now.
3-0 pitch, check swing in there for a strike, and the count is 3-1.
But it's a fun group to work with.
It is.
Chris Whitaker and John
He's a
Perrin.
blast. Chris has kind of got a sense of humor to him.
There's no kind of God about it. G-man.
It's kind of a smart alecky sense of humor, but it's a sense of humor. There is
Again,
ball four.
you keep saying kinda. There's no kinda about it. He'll admit it. Jim Allen and Jim Gossett on there.
Yeah.
Just a great group that really puts a lot of effort into this and day in, day out.
Those early morning meetings that you sent me to this spring, there was a little bit of ribbon that would go on in those meetings.
Oh boy, you got to go to the late night ones.
Yeah. I never knew about those. I never got invited to those.
Yeah, those were rough.
Yeah.
Those were met at an establishment.
Yeah, I know, and I never got invited. I just got invited. I'd work till 3 in the morning, then you'd make me go to a meeting at 7 in the morning.
Yeah, well, there's a reason for that. Whitaker and I Gossett and I got a running start at him.
All right. 1-0 the count now on Jamie Young. I'm going to give you a hard time about that the rest of this season. You know that.
I was
don't
gone. I'd have traded with you. Driving across the
you
country.
couldn't have let me know about the evening meetings? The 1-0 pitch misses inside.
I think you were
2-0.
working. You had a track meet to go to.
I was probably at track, golf, soccer, or tennis, but I could have skipped for a half an hour.
Oh, it was longer than a half hour. That was a long meeting.
2-0 pitch, going to miss downstairs, and Berg able to scoop that one. He kind of got up Jeff that he hadn't, but I think what happened is it bounced off him, and then he caught it with the non-glove hand and ended up not dropping it after that.
We got 2 guys down the Merchant bullpen, and Coach just said hurry it up. Krzysztofiak just doesn't look comfortable. Hasn't looked comfortable all night tonight. Now he looks like he's kind of overthrowing.
3-0 pitch, low and in.
Yeah, there's something not right here.
And that's going to get Coach Mullenberg up to go out and talk to him.
Yeah, he hasn't looked right, and he's just been a little off. He had a pretty good inning there, but he's just now it looks like he's trying to reach back and maybe throw too hard or lost his grip or something he's talking about.
Yeah, 4 walks on the night, Jeff, 3 of them here in this inning. So the bases are loaded with a 1 out. Merchants, I'm sure, will play back in at double play depth right now with Eddie No Guerrero coming to the plate. He singled, driving in a run, and then scored in the first inning, and then struck out looking in the third.
And that's the thing. He's just a double play for getting out of this inning, even with the bases loaded here. So Merchants playing pretty good defense. See if they can't turn that double play here and keep us right in the ball game and roll along.
5-5 still our score again.
They're smiling out there, so
yeah.
I'm guessing Ben probably said something smart, knowing him.
I tell you what, Ben's helped me do a couple of baseball games, high school games this summer. He knows the game well.
But he can joke.
Oh, yeah.
He's got it. Yeah, he does. He's been brought up on the game. He's got 2 brothers coaching, and Grandpa sitting over there in the corner.
Bryce was the real serious one.
No, yeah, Ben is.
Ben and Kyle, I think, got a little bit more of the having fun in them.
Ben's got a lot of having fun in him.
Yeah.
He still owes me. I saved his life the other day.
You'll have to tell us here in a moment. Pitch misses outside, counts 1-0. Casey was a little more serious.
Yeah, Casey's serious. Yeah. We were walking down the field. I go down. This is the first day I didn't go down there and mess with them before the game, but usually I go down there and mess with the guys and just see how things are going, see what the attitude's like.
1-0 pitch. There's a line drive base hit out into left field. 1 run going to come in. They're going to hold up the run this time as they don't want to challenge the arm of Reese Snyder for a second time after he gunned out a runner. But an RBI single for No Guerrero. Everybody moves up 1 base.
So Benny wasn't paying attention. He was walking by me, and I tapped him on the chest saying, I could have punched you here and knocked you out, so you owe me. I saved your life by not hitting you. And got a good chuckle out of him. A couple smart comments, maybe.
6th hit of the night tonight for the Gypsum Miners.
Number 6 will hit.
Also, all 6 runs here tonight by Krzysztofiak that he's given up have been earned. Pitch on the way. There's a swing and a miss by Guillen Jr. He was looking to send another one over to the softball diamond, but that time chased a pitch up and misses. And that one got Ben Berg. Yep, it missed the padding and caught him in the chest.
Yep, you got umpire doing what umpires do.
Yep,
give him a little more time.
Yep.
He's having a chat with him.
Yep, he'll sweep the plate off possibly.
Tell him how bad that hurts, talking about it.
Yeah, wind continuing to gust while we have a second. Thanks again to Western Iowa Networks. You can sign up for their 100 megabyte, 500 megabyte, or 1 gigabyte right now and get 3 months free. You can also sign up online at westainet.com or call them at 712-775-2946. There's a chopper foul up the third base line, and quickly Kostoviak out in front of Gian. No balls and 2 strikes.
We're running the live stream off that as well. So not only the broadcast, but we're doing the streaming broadcast off it. Absolutely no hiccups. It's running plain as day. So really good setup they have with us. The beginning of the year was our fault.
Yep.
Didn't talk to them, didn't tell them to turn it up. Once they did, look out.
0-2 pitch down in the dirt. That's going to get away. It's going to roll all the way over to third. Berg's going to slowly hustle after that one, and another one.
No, they're going to. That's one base. Yep.
Okay.
One base.
I got over to where the dugout is at, and that's why it was not a live ball anymore. Jimenez does come in to score on the pass ball. Young moves over to third. No Guerrero up to second.
Again, walks and errors. Walks and errors are the ones that really hurt you on both sides of your pitcher.
Count is now 1 ball and 2 strikes on Gian Jr.
I have not heard. I'm sure we have some parents in the house, so I would expect a lot of parents coming in this weekend.
1-2 pitch, breaking ball, line shot caught, and then he stepped on third by Wallace. An L5 5U double play ends the 4th inning. And a great play by Mike Wallace over at third. 2 runs on 1 hit. There were no errors, and they leave 1 runner left on base. We'll head to the bottom half of the 4th inning. We're back in 1 minute with the Merchants trailing at 7-5.
We would like to thank these great Merchant program sponsors for 2019. Bloomers Bar and Grill, Echo Electronics, Roman Stephenson Son Construction, Gretaman Associates Insurance and Real Estate, Region 12 Council of Governments, Windstar Lines, Pro Auto, United Bank of Iowa. To thank these great Merchant program sponsors for 2019. Commercial Savings Bank, Dries Company, Raccoon Valley Electric Co-op, Mid-Iowa Insurance and Real Estate, Charlie Steakhouse, Southside Lounge, Carroll Dental Associates, AAA Seeds, Parents Construction, Roselle Mutual Insurance, Johnston Communications.
Well, Jeff, the Merchants got into a hole early in the game, slowly dug themselves out of it. Now back in a hole here, trailing at 7-5 as we head into the bottom half of the 4th inning. They've got to have confidence that they can climb back out of this one here.
Yeah, they do, and they will. They're just one of those deals that they just made a couple bad throws, and that's what happens, I guess, when you're struggling.
Corton, Booth, and Wallace are the scheduled hitters here in the inning for the Carroll Merchants. Corton has a sac fly out into shallow center field, caught by the shortstop. That scored a run back in the 2nd inning in his only other plate appearance here tonight. And Jeff, the Merchants back in action, you said tomorrow night on the road though, right?
Yeah, they are at Fort Dodge.
Okay.
So they're going to be heading up there. Assuming Tyler we'll get that set up for you.
Swing and a miss.
You should have a. Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say swing and a miss by Corton Corton.
Corton will be up there. Tyler Bruning, the intern this year, he's been traveling with the team. He missed yesterday. He wasn't able to travel.
0-1 pitch is a shot out towards left center field and drifting over and making the catch as the center fielder Kamorle, and that is going to be the first out here in the inning. And it's going to bring up the right fielder Ryan Booth. He reached on an error his first time up. Is he not available Saturday night?
No, he's not available to do it. Not available to take over the stream. So
okay.
So, but he'll have.
I know Nick would love to have you there.
Yep. No, I've had a couple of discussions with Nick. So.
Yep.
Just not working out. We want to make sure we get this coverage for you guys.
Pitch on the way. There is a foul ball.
One of our broadcaster, Nick Brinks, is going to get married.
Got to get married on Saturday. Yeah.
Nice young man.
Yeah.
So had some conversation with him. He understands that usually he's the one covering for all of us when we go somewhere. So.
Yeah.
Congratulations to him.
0-1 pitch, chopper, foul up the first base side, and the count is no balls and 2 strikes on Ryan Booth. Yeah, looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Weddings up in the Lorenz area. Got the Hacker family in the house. Jeff, I haven't seen them guys much this
he's been
season.
hanging out in the right side bleachers here.
All right.
It's been kind of nice.
0-2 pitch. There's a chopper that's going to be gloved and knocked down by Thompson, the second baseman, but he had the range over by second base. Not going to be able to make a throw on it.
Yeah, I don't think he'd have made a play on that.
Nope, infield single that time for Booth. 1 out, runner at first, top of the order, and Mike Wallace coming in. Wallace has singled and scored, reached on an error and scored, so he scored twice here tonight for the Merchants. And he'll step to the plate.
Got to remember here, this is a 7-inning game, so where we're used to looking up 4th inning and not thinking much about it. This thing ends here pretty quickly, so we got to tack on some here and start getting back.
Abby Derner in the house here tonight. She's at all the home Merchants games. I don't know about road ones. I don't ever get to make those trips. Pitch on the way, up and away. And the count is 1-0 now on Wallace.
I know we do have a nice contingent that does go on the road. Players mentioned that they can't believe these people will travel. They do. They got their shirts out, Merchant dad, Merchant mom, Merchant brother and sister. So that's new for this year. Looks good.
Yeah, 1-0 pitch. There's a chopper, and that's going to get out into left field for another base hit. Back-to-back hits here for the Merchants. They've now got 6 hits on the night. That's going to put runners at first and second with a 1 out, and the batter is the second baseman, Andrew Fay. Fay has grounded over to the first baseman and has also singled and scored here this evening.
He's got a lot of speed, too, so he can get on in a lot of different ways. That pitcher taking a little time getting back on the mound there.
And Fay taking some time getting into the on-decks or the batter's box.
I think you
want
to listen to his song.
Yeah, probably let that music play. Maybe both of them like the song. Who knows? Pitch on the way. There's a chopper foul up the third base side. Coach Mullenberg kind of went towards it for a moment, then thought it was a little too far away and just left her roll.
Looks like everybody that was down in the bullpen is warmed up and ready to go for the Merchants. No activity going on in Fort Dodge.
Wind still blowing, folks, tonight. It's been pretty strong from right to left field. It hasn't really impacted the game much since the early first or second inning of the game. Pitch on the way. That one is a strike on the outside corner, and the count is 0-2. Had the 2 home runs, Jeff, that maybe got helped by it. And then also there was a fly ball to right that I think would have been gone on any other night, but it got up into that wind and got hung up.
And it doesn't, the flag is not whipping nearly as much as it was early.
Yep. 0-2 the count right now on Fay. Jeff, got to give a quick shout out. Reagan Gherkin tore her ACL at the end of the soccer season. Just had surgery, so she just came in on crutches. Just had surgery on Monday. So
fun kid.
Yeah, absolutely. Good to see her here. Mara Slattery helping her probably get around a little bit. So
like to give her a lot of statics.
Oh
it's
yeah,
fun to be with.
Absolutely. That pitch is going to miss low and inside, and the count 1 ball and 2 strikes. So
see my
hopefully she'll have a quick recovery.
Cousin Pete Sherbin sitting over there.
Yeah.
Pete doesn't get out a lot, so it's nice to see him at the ballgame sitting over with Denny Burke.
I saw Denny earlier. I don't see him now.
He's down the corner right beside him.
Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, yep. Nope. Now I see him. Runners at first and second. We've had a lot of kind of out of the batter's box, off of the mound, off the rubber kind of dead spots here, folks. So that's why we haven't had a pitch for a little while. 1-2 pitch coming up. There's a chopper over towards third. This could be trouble, and again, it's going to be bobbled. And Fay going to reach on the air, and the bases are loaded.
Jimenez having a ton of trouble over there at third base.
Yep.
And, I know we have 1 out here, but you almost have to think about laying down a bunt that side the way he's struggling. I don't know if he can get to make the play.
That's his third error here tonight over at third base. Bases loaded for the Merchants here, and Nick Supple will step to the plate. Supple tonight is grounded out to shortstop both times. He does have an RBI on the first one as it scored Wallace. He's got a chance to pick up a couple of more here with a base hit.
Yeah, I'd like to see him get a hold of one too. He has been making nice contact, but just not getting it squared up.
Pitch on the way. There's a swing and a miss. Got him to chase a breaking ball down in the dirt, and the count is 0-1. Demers, Jeff, is maybe 10 steps from the warning track out there in left field. So
That's where I would be.
Yeah.
He can ride it that far out.
If he hits it hard here, it's certainly going to get. If it's going to get over his head, it's going to be a home run. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah, he's not going to get beat deep. Yeah, he can backpedal all the way to the fence pretty easy. Wind's picking up now, so
It has.
might get one up in the air. This, with that way that flag looks, you can give one a ride that way.
And now they're going to step off of the rubber. He was taking a peek, and I don't know why. He was taking a peek at Wallace. I know
Wallace had a
runs
big lead.
No,
Nobody
he
holding
didn't. He
him
only
on.
had a couple of steps, and there was nobody holding him on. So
Yeah, he was getting almost even with the shortstop there on his secondary lead. So making him. They're talking it over, and maybe he's looking. Maybe they think he's got the signs. You know what? They keep
that
looking
could
back
be
there. I
what
wonder
it
if they
is.
think
Yeah,
he
I
stole the
think if
signs.
he's stolen signs. So Crowell appears to be a little frustrated on the hill, Jeff.
Yes, he's been struggling a little bit here late.
I don't think it's that. I think it's maybe with his situation here.
He's been, he's pitched fairly well tonight, but he has gotten no help defensively.
Yeah, 6 errors on the night right now for this Gypsum Minor Ball Club. The Supple will step
So
back
they're
in.
yelling into the coach. So I think they think he stole the signs.
So Wallace again will step off.
See if they change their deal.
All of a sudden got a vibration going through
Yeah, I don't know
the
what's
stadium.
going on.
Yeah. Pitch on the way. In there for a strike, and quickly the count is 0-2. Supple didn't like that one, so he'll step away from the plate for a moment.
Got activity again going on down in the Merchant bullpen.
Yeah. I
That
can't quite. Is that 23? Is that
Puckett.
who that is?
Puckett's
Brandon
down there.
Puckett.
And
He's from Lakeland
20
College.
Costa's down there as well.
Yep.
He's a
Effingham,
catcher.
Illinois.
He's come in and done a nice job.
Benberg waiting on deck. Pitch on the way down in the dirt. Tried to get him to chase the same pitch that he got him on the first pitch, but not chasing it this time. Count is 1 ball, 2 strikes.
He was ready to chase it and was able to hold up on that one.
Booth and Wallace had back-to-back singles, and then Fay reached on an error. That's how we've got bases loaded here. 1 out here in the inning.
Need to get at least one here. Need to get something to the outfield or to the right side and at least get a run coming in here.
1-2 the count on Supple. 1 out. Bottom of the 4th. 7-5 Gypsum Miners. There's a chopper, and this time it's going to be fielded by Jimenez. But the throw to second is going to be dropped by Thompson, the second baseman.
Wow.
Booth will come in to score. Everybody going to be safe on the airs. And reaching on the fielder's choice is going to be Supple.
Well,
7 errors on the night right now, Jeff. And Jimenez has got to be thinking, I finally make a play, and then it doesn't work out anyway.
Oh, I'm looking at the pitcher thinking, holy cow, I've done everything I need to do. I got a rollover double play. I can get out of this inning. And not only did you not get the double play, you didn't even get the first out. Still in the same situation.
I bet you he's thrown 40 or 50 more pitches tonight, Jeff, because of errors.
I would agree with you. 7-6, right?
Yep, 7-6.
Make sure I can't see the scoreboard.
Nope, 7-5. Yep, 7-6. Yep, they just scored that 6th run. It still says 7-5 up there, but it's 7-6. There's a shot by Berg to the shortstop. There's a 1 at second. The throw to first is in time. I thought he stepped off the bag, but they'll give him the double play to get out of the inning. 6-4-3, the double play. But the Merchants do get a run back here in the bottom half of the run. They pick up 1 run. They got it on 2 hits. There were 2 errors, and they leave 2 runners left on base. We'll go to the top of the 5th. It's a 7-6 ball game. We're back in a minute here on KKRL.
19 Merchant corporate sponsors are Merchant Park Concession, Kick 106.7, KCIM 1380 92.5, 93.7 KKRL. And now, on to the broadcast booth. We would like to thank these great Merchant program sponsors for 2019. Bloomers Bar and Grill, Echo Electronics, Roman Stephenson Sons Construction, Gretaman Associates Insurance and Real Estate, Region 12 Council of Governments, Windstar Lines, Pro Auto, United Bank of Iowa.
America Lewis, Drew Demers, Adam Thompson due up 6, 7, and 8 for the Gibson Miners here as we head to the top half of the 5th inning. Jeff Blankman, Jeff Honnold with here tonight. We've got Lance back in our KKRL studios, kind of monitoring to make sure that we don't make any radio mistakes here
Lance
tonight.
Lance is there tonight, huh?
Yep. Tiffany's off somewhere. Don't know for sure where.
Hey, Lance, how's it going, bud?
Yeah. So.
Lance usually gets me on the air.
Yeah. Lance fixed some issues that we had with our automation system, some mistakes that we had created back at our studios that gave us a little trouble on Saturday and Monday. But he got those fixed and working for us, so we thank him for that.
I had Tiff just put me on air last night. I didn't have to mess around. He really liked that.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that works well. Lance does that very well. Just kind of sets things to start for you and you don't even have to do anything.
Yeah, I was talking to her on the phone. She goes, "You told me to start you?" I said, "Well, yeah, since Blankman's over there messing around, we just want to get me started." So, yeah, I didn't have to hit any buttons. It's kind of nice. Kind of like the old days.
I'm going to give Tanner Schrott here a hard time here, man. This is his, third trip to the concession stand here tonight.
Well, he's young and skinny.
He had to go out and have run some today to be eating as much as he is here today.
If he's that skinny, he can eat all he wants.
Pitch on the way, swung on and missed. And the count is 0-1 on Lewis. Lewis hit the solo home run back in the first, then singled. His last time up was thrown out trying to score at home from second by Reese Snyder back in the 3rd inning after that single. That pitch going to miss low and away, and the count is 1 ball, 1 strike.
Again, he's from Western Oklahoma State University. Or college, sorry. College.
Okay. I'd like to figure out, I'm sure he's probably not, but Jose Guillen Jr., there used to be a Major League Baseball player named Jose Guillen, so I wonder if that's any relation. Pitch on the way.
I would guess not.
Probably not, but you never know. We got an update here. ESAC Baseball leading Ridgeview 2-1 after a 1 inning. Thanks to Eric McCullough for the tweet on that to let me know how some of the local baseball's going. There's a foul ball up against the screen. And the count is 2 balls and 2 strikes. Good thing Marcus Lee and Tyler Tuning weren't here tonight. They are going to tear me apart next time they see me.
It won't take much. One will grab each leg and you'll be done.
Pull me apart like an old chicken bone or whatever, wishbone. Yeah. 2-2 pitch.
Ooh.
Just misses outside. That was a nice looking pitch, but just a little bit out of the zone. Throw got away from the pitcher that time, Kostoviak. But heading over to pick it up was the second baseman, Fay.
Got a few youngsters playing down in the bullpen area. We talked about we should set a camera up down there and just film some of that stuff sometime.
Yeah, we should. Pitch on the way. That is going to be strike 3 called on the outside corner. Second strikeout tonight for Kostoviak. And, Jeff, that one there was, you didn't swing at it the first time. I'm not going to let you take a ball that's there 2 pitches in a row.
And when you take off sprinting.
Yep.
If you'd have stood there, I think you'd have been okay. But, yep. And it was close. I mean, it was close enough that you need to be swinging at him.
That's going to bring up Drew Demers. Pitch on the way. Breaking ball misses up and away, and the count is 1 ball, no strikes. Demers tonight has flown out to center, and it reached on an error. Eventually was stranded at second base.
Still...
Fly ball out towards right field. Booth on his horse, and that is going to drop down. Deemer's going to round first. He's going to dig for second. The throw is a little bit low. It bounces in, but still almost got him.
That's a lot closer than anybody expected. That thing came in smoking.
Yeah.
It was low and hopping, but it was chopping, and it got there. If he'd have messed around at all, he'd have been out.
Yeah, almost should have probably slid on that one with as close as it was. I didn't think with the way that throw, it didn't even come close to as far as getting in the air to the cutoff man. It was a kind of a short throw that hopped and skipped, but it skipped right across the grass and right into second base. So it turned out to be a really good throw for
Mr. really sliced and was going right towards the right field line, and just a tough play for the right fielder to make, but a good throw into second base to hold him at 2.
That's going to bring up Adam Thompson. He is 2 for 2 tonight. There's a ground ball out to short, and it's going to get into the shortstop Johnson. They're going to send the runner. We're going to have a play at the plate. And Mr. Berg just gets to wait for him and tag him out.
I'm not sure what the coach was thinking there.
I
think he thought it went deeper behind the second base. He says it's my fault. I think he thought that ball went deeper, and that was a great-looking throw right on target for the out.
Yeah. So that one, yeah, that ball only scooted a couple of feet away from Wallace out there, Johnson, at shortstop, and made it a really easy play for the second out here in the inning at the plate. Runner over at first on the air.
Yeah,
That's going to bring up Sam Camorle.
Ben Berg was able to pop a tent there and sit down in a lazy chair waiting for that one to come in.
Yeah. Could have taken a nap.
Yeah, I would have.
You're always napping.
I haven't gotten one in a long time.
Pitch on the way, misses low and away. Snap throw down to first. Yep. In and out of the glove at Larkin over there as he made the tag. And
they got his attention over there.
Yep.
That'll shorten the lead up.
Yeah, Thompson probably won't get as big a secondary lead next time as he got on that one.
Oh, Berg on the button on that throw.
And he snapped it, Jeff. That was a pretty good arm. Pitch on the way. Taken up and away. And the count now 2 balls, no strikes.
So the signal came in. Bullpen is ready to go.
Camorle tonight has flown out to right, walked and scored in his 2 plate appearances. Pitch on the way. Runner faked like he was going. Berg again thought about trying to throw down. That one's called a strike on the inside corner.
Well, he was set up and ready to gun him at second. Runner got back in a hurry after that first snap.
So 1-2 pitch, swung on and missed. And quickly, Krzysztofiak fights back to even the count up at 2 balls, 2 strikes. 7-6. Gibson Miners with the lead over the Merchants here tonight. Jeff Blankman, Jeff Honnold with you here tonight. We're in the top half of the 5th inning.
They got 5 in the first, nothing in the second, 1 in third, and 1 in the fourth.
The Merchants, they've scored in every inning so far. We'll see if they can keep that going when we get to the bottom half. 2-2 pitch misses outside. Count runs to 3-2.
Good spot for that pitch, though.
Yeah,
he
good spot.
Just outside, trying to get him to reach for it.
Yep.
Didn't get him to bite.
That one tailed away from him a little bit, Jeff, at the very end as well. 3-2 pitch, runner goes, and there is ball 4.
And again, it just looks like he might be overthrown again. And now I think we're going to have a pitching change. The 2 coaches are talk together here.
Yep. That's going to bring up the top of the order and Nate Dolman. Dolman tonight has singled and scored, flown out to right, and had a sac bunt back to the pitcher. That was back in the 4th inning.
Coaches do a nice job of communicating and see what they want to do. So they had a chat. Coach is going to sit down. He's going to let him go through another one.
So runners now on first and at second. In 2 outs here in the inning. Pitch on the way down in the dirt. Knocked down nicely that time by Berg. And the count is 1-0.
Now Krzysztofiak's not looking comfortable again. After having a full count there, just missed outside and that one missing low. Just struggling with his command tonight, and that's just something he doesn't do a lot of. Usually commands the plate really well, but just one of those nights for him. You don't know if the wind's messing with him a little bit.
2-0 pitch, chop foul. And the count now 1 ball and 1 strike. Dolman will be followed by Jackie Jimenez if he gets on.
Wind's really whipping now out in the outfield. And, you don't know if you're throwing a lot of breaking balls, that wind will affect where you start.
Yeah.
And if it's gusting on you, it changes where your start point is, and that might be some of the problems he's having right now.
The wind is supposed to get stronger as the night goes on. There's a swing and a miss. Came with the fastball that time, and the count is 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Where are you going tomorrow night?
I haven't decided yet.
Oh, you're off?
I don't have a radio broadcast, so
You're off of your rocker. But
I might go see ESAC South Central in baseball tomorrow night.
Wow. Well, there were some rumblings about golf maybe tomorrow.
1-2 pitch, swung on and missed, and he gets out of the inning with a big strikeout. That is his 3rd strikeout of the ballgame, 2nd here in the inning. For the Gibson Miners in the 5th, no runs on 1 hit. There was 1 error, and they leave 2 runners left on base. We'll head to the bottom half of the 5th inning. It's still 7-6 in favor of the Gibson Miners. Back in a minute here on KKRL.
I'd like to thank these great merchant program sponsors for 2019. Commercial Savings Bank, Dries Company, Raccoon Valley Electric Co-op, Mid-Iowa Insurance and Real Estate, Charlie Steakhouse, Southside Lounge, Carroll Dental Associates, AAA Seeds, Barron's Construction, Roselle Mutual Insurance, Johnston Communications.
We do welcome you back to beautiful Merchants Park. Jeff, the sun was out earlier. It's kind of ducked in behind a little bit of clouds that's starting to form out to the west.
Yep.
It is supposed to get mostly cloudy tonight with a chance of some thunderstorms after midnight. Supposed
you
to get
checked the
much
radar?
windier. I have not.
I will.
You're listening to high school, or not high school, Merchants baseball coverage here tonight on 93.7 at KKRL, Carroll, Iowa.
Let's
Pull up
see,
my
86
radar.
degrees, feels like 92. We got
Yep.
a little bit of showers to the west or east of us. Wind has actually died down straight out of the south now. So, and that's kind of the way you look now. It looks like it's blowing straight out.
And no rain coming from the west as far back as, Lincoln, Nebraska right now, but that doesn't mean anything. Like I said, the showers and storm chances were not supposed to be until late tonight towards the early morning hours. So if we get anything, there's a foul ball by Larkin. We head here to the bottom of the fifth inning. Larkin tonight is
He looks like
1 for 2.
He doesn't look comfortable. He swung there and he stumbled all the way across, but he's
He's ginger on a knee maybe or an ankle there. He might have twisted a little bit that time.
a little rain going to clean up that city of Lincoln.
Don't need to clean up Lincoln. It's a beautiful place.
When's the last time you were there?
0-1 pitch during the football season. Chopper foul, and the count is 0-2. We need to get out there for a volleyball match sometime. We really do.
Yeah, we might have to.
I'll even buy the ticket.
I know. It hurts me to go out there.
I had to go to Iowa City, so 0-2 pitch on the way. And there's a swing and a miss. And that was foul tipped, caught by the catcher for the out.
He's ginger. Looks like on that left side.
Yeah.
Had a nephew. My nephew was being recruited by the Huskers, but he decided to go to UNI.
Did he? So he made his
Panther.
decision. Okay.
Yeah.
His scholarship up there?
Yep. His aunt's pretty happy, Aunt Lisa, that she's going to be able to watch him inside and not have to worry about what she wears. So
yeah.
She decided she doesn't have any Panther gear, so she'll be going out and buying Panther gear.
Okay.
She's learning the fight song just to embarrass him even more.
Well, Lisa, a great follower. There's another strike. 0-2 quickly on Tate Johnson.
And you were asking me about Mr. Hallcap. He's down the
No,
right
yeah,
field line.
I was asking about Saturday night.
Oh, I don't know.
There's a chopper over to the first baseman. Going to be scooped up by Young, the flip to the pitcher, and there are 2 outs here in the inning.
The only problem with Saturday night, there's only a couple of us know how to run this equipment. So
I know.
That's the hard part.
Yeah, I know. I'm
now
just
that
trying to
there's-
find a way to get you there.
Now there's a Sunday game. I probably need to stick around and do that as well.
Well, I'll be back for Sunday, but I got to work. So I'll be working pretty much all day on Sunday.
No, that wasn't a radio game we canceled, was it?
No. No, we're up on all
Sorry,
the radio
folks.
games.
This is how we are every day. It's just kind of we have to ask questions because we don't
Yeah.
know exactly what's going on.
Reese Snyder steps in, tries
There
to
you
butt
go.
one up the third base side. He's going to beat that out for an infield single. Great job and a heady baseball play
man.
that time by Reese Snyder.
The catcher and the third baseman almost got in a big argument. The third baseman is saying it's his ball, and the catcher barked at him and kind of shouldered him. So a little dissension going on out there. But I agree with what Reese did there. The way third base has been having trouble, but
And he was playing back.
yeah. So, but boy, there was definite dissension there.
Reese, Jeff, just a heady guy.
Yeah.
7th hit of the night for the Merchants. Going to bring up Chase Corton. Corton tonight's got a sac fly with an RBI and a fly out to center field. Both balls have been out towards center field. First one was caught by the shortstop. He'll take that one on the outside corner for strike one, and the count is 0-1.
Still just a 7-6 ball game here. So, we got, remember, we're in the 5th. We're only going 7. So it becomes a little bit more critical that we get runs going.
Absolutely. Jeff, real quick, Reese as well, when his college days are done, has actually joined the military.
And
So he's
Snyder did?
Yeah.
Wow, I missed that.
Yeah. There's a snap throw down, almost thrown away that time by No Guerrero. The count's going to be 1-1. Yeah, I think he's going to the Marines, if I remember right.
Wow,
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
He's going to be tougher than his dad, then.
Yeah, probably already is.
He's faster.
1-1 pitch coming up here as Cal looks over.
Assume they're on the road tonight. I haven't seen.
They're down at
Coach here.
Shenandoah. There's a foul ball up against the screen. Both the softball and baseball teams down there tonight. Softball team actually had to stop in Clarinda and finish up a game that had gotten suspended. So they were going to play that game at 4 o'clock and then do a varsity doubleheader beginning at 5 over in Shenandoah.
That's a rough night in the heat.
Yes.
Very young.
Yeah.
That means Doug. I hope Doug had to suffer through all of it.
Sure, he probably did. 1-2 pitch up top, going to get away, but not far enough as it popped out of the glove of the catcher, No Guerrero, but just rolled just out of the dirt area here at home place, but not far enough for Snyder to move up to second, especially with it 2 outs.
Beautiful night here at the ballpark. Again, about 300 for the Carroll County Bar Association. We thank them for sponsoring tonight's ball game.
2-2 pitch coming up. Crowell does not work very quickly, Jeff. He's one of those guys that takes his time out on the mound.
Well, yeah, he's had enough errors. He gets to pretty much do what he wants right now.
He has, and his team had 6 of them or 7 so far tonight. There's a swing and a miss, and he will get the strikeout. 2 of them in the inning, and that is going to be the final out for the Merchants. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. We will head to the top half of the 6th. It's still 7-6 in favor of the Gypsum Miners. We're back in a minute here on KKRL.
19 Merchant corporate sponsors are Merchant Park Concession, Kick 106.7, KCIM 1380 92.5, 93.7 KKRL. And now, on to the broadcast booth. The 2019 Merchant corporate sponsors are Sparky's One Stop, Anytime Fitness, Ike Allen Distributing, Merchant Park Concession, Culver's, Giant Seeds, Pit Stop Auto Wash, Platinum Business. And now, on to the broadcast booth.
Top of the 6th inning here tonight at a beautiful Merchants Park. Again, right now we've got 86 degrees, I think, outside of the...
Still feels like 92 when you're in the sun. I'm glad I'm in the shade.
Yeah, we've been in the
That is not fat boy friendly.
Here. No, you know...
Heat and humidity is not fat boy friendly.
I used to have to text Doug Bash years ago when he was still being sheriff on the warm days. I haven't had to do that for a few years. That just made me think of that.
We got a new pitcher
Yeah,
on the
we
mound.
got a new pitcher.
Brandon Puckett. He's a left-handed pitcher out of Lakeland College, Effingham, Illinois.
So Kristoviak will go 5 innings here tonight. Puckett will come in to replace him.
You know, really gutsy effort out of Kristoviak. I don't think he had his best stuff tonight, but you know, battled, stayed in it, and kept us right there. We're down 1 run when he leaves, and did a nice job of keeping us in there. Puckett has done a nice job too over the season. See if he can come in and shut her down here and get us back up to bat.
Jimenez Young, No Guerrero, 2-3-4 due up for the Gypsum Miners here in the 6th inning. Puckett, Jeff, almost looks a little bit like Cody Williams out there. Pitch on the way. It's going to miss outside. And the count is 1-0. When he first kind of get set there, and he's throwing from the stretch with nobody on, he came set. I was like, that looks like Cody.
You know, and he reminds me of a young pitcher we had last year, too.
1-0 pitch on the way. That one is pop foul. Wallace going to give chase. I don't think he's going to have a play, and that's when it's going to get out of play. Young kid's
really
over there.
The wind really took that at the last minute. You know, all the guys were kind of looking up, and then all of a sudden it was just gone.
Count runs now to 1 ball and 1 strike.
Again, shout out to Scotty Parcher for the beautiful field conditions. Boy, it's gorgeous. I had the Boone people last night commenting how gorgeous this place is.
1-1 pitch on the way. There's a chopper. Wallace will range over from third, scoops, and it throws a 1 up and a 1 down.
He's coming up, Ginger. Something with on the left side of Larkin is really bothering him. He came up really sore even from that stretch.
Now to bring up to the plate. Now you had Jamie Young, and he's still trying to stretch it out over there. So hopefully nothing too terribly serious.
Coaches, I think, noticed that and they're hollering into the dugout. So
Young will step in. He has walked and scored, grounded to second, and walked in his 3 plate appearances, all of them coming against Kristoviak. Pitch on the way. Chopper back at 2 Puckett. He'll scoop and fire. And there are 2 outs here in the inning.
it's a nice throw over to first base. These pitchers make a mistake, and a lot of them have to underhand it. He just did a nice little crow hop and threw it and got her done.
Now, a lot of times you'll see him jog over there and flip underhand because it's easier for him. You know, don't see as many problems, Jeff, with softball pitchers at the high school level making that throw years ago.
No way.
Probably 5-10 years ago, you'd have pitchers that would be,
so used to underhand.
Really worried about throwing over to first, but that hasn't been an issue the last few years. No Guerrero will step in. He hits 2 for 3 tonight. He'll take the first pitch for ball 1. He has singled, drove in a run, and scored, struck out looking, and single driving in a run, so a couple of RBI for him on the night. Pitch popped up. That's going to stay on the infield. Fay, the second baseman, will call everybody off. He'll make the catch behind the pitcher's mound, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Puckett. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. We'll head to the bottom half of the 6th. The Merchants will have 9-1-2 when we come back in 1 minute here on KKRL.
To thank these great Merchant program sponsors for 2019, Commercial Savings Bank, Dries Company, Raccoon Valley Electric Co-op, Mid-Iowa Insurance and Real Estate, Charlie Steakhouse, Southside Lounge, Carroll Dental Associates, AAA Seeds, Barron's Construction, Roselle Mutual Insurance, Johnston Communications. 19 Merchant corporate sponsors are Merchant Park Concession, Kick 106.7, KCIM 1380 92.5, 93.7 KKRL. And now, on to the broadcast booth.
Ryan Booth will lead things off. He'll be followed by Mike Wallace and then Andrew Fay. Crowell still on the hill here tonight for the Gibson Miners.
You know, I'm glad the mics were turned off so they couldn't hear you singing Take Me Out to the Ball Game. You are tone deaf.
I don't ever sing, so I know I'm tone deaf. Years ago,
you're deaf. I know that. Yeah. I got to keep telling them to turn down the headphones.
Years ago, I'm lucky now, but years ago back at the radio station, I used to have the people back in the studio used to record me when I would be singing as I was waiting to go on the air, and every now and then they would put it out over the air, and it was not pretty. The dogs would howl pretty loud.
Yeah, they would.
Yeah, I literally am tone deaf. You joke about it.
No, I'm not joking.
Deaf. Yeah,
I've been around you. No, you're.
I can't tell the difference in the tone between do, to, or lo, or whatever all that was. Do, re, mi, or whatever.
It might be because you've turned the music up for so long that you can't hear it.
Yeah, I just like noise. It's always better for me if I just hear noise.
Oh, that's all I hear when folks. He's been have headphones on for so long. I have to beg him to turn it down so I can at least keep part of my hearing.
Ryan Booth chops one out towards the second baseman Thompson. He'll scoop and fires over to first. 1 pitch, 1 out for the Merchants here in the bottom half of the 6th inning. It's going to bring up the top of the order and Mike Wallace.
And my wife complains about my hearing because I have the TV cranked up and I just say blame Blankman.
Yeah, it's not been good.
Keep it turned up. Usually you can get over top of the crowd noise and it kind of deafens we got somewhat of noise canceling, but not true noise canceling.
Yeah.
So
Wallace will step in tonight, 2 for 3. He has singled twice, scored twice, and has reached on an error here in the game. So he's been on base all 3 times. And the first pitch on the way in there for a strike, and the count is 0-1. Real quick here, Jeff. Chad Klein's sending me this to have a little fun with me here tonight. Dedham Willie co-ed softball tonight, 3rd and 4th graders. Yankees beat the Reds at 4-3. He thought maybe I needed some more score updates, so we'll pass that one on.
Well, and anytime we get to say your Reds lose, we always like it. So.
Yeah, that might have been why he actually sent it. And it was the Yankees having to beat him. That just makes it even worse. Jerry Spieler probably enjoying that one. Him, Steve Cook, and every other Yankee fan in this area.
Well, Dedham softball.
Yeah, 1-1 pitch is fouled back.
Most of these seasons are pretty well wrapping up. I think most of the Carroll ones are done, and the local ones are getting done as well.
Yeah, Tiger Night softball tournament going to be this Saturday up at the Little League Complex. I'll get up there for the early part of that before I have to get home.
Yes, I need to film you. You wouldn't believe it. He'll stand out there between the two deals and keep 2 books and have them right.
1-2 pitch on the way. It's going to miss, and the count's 2-2.
He'll stand between the 2 diamonds, have 2 books going, carry a conversation, and be eating sunflower seeds all at the same time.
I've kept a lot of book in my day.
I know. I get it, but
I don't keep pitch counts when I'm doing 2 different games at the same time, so I don't go that far. 2-2 the count right now on the pitch or on the batter Mike Wallace. Pitch on the way. That's going to hit him.
Oh, that hurt too.
That is our first hit by pitch here tonight.
That one got him up in between the shoulder blades.
That did.
And he's gotten wild. It looks like he's lost his command here a little bit, which is good for the Merchants. See if we can't make him pay for that.
Well, Jeff, and even though there's one out, Wallace runs really, really well.
They got action going on their bullpen right now. 20-something down there, Jeff. I can't quite get 22. So 22 is Jacob Wesselman from Briarcliff down warming up in the Fort Dodge bullpen. Nothing going on in the Merchants.
No, they're probably pretty set on having Mr. Puckett closing out. Runner goes. There's the throw down to second. Not going to be in time. Going to get out into center. Wallace, the tying run, going to move down to third, and he'll be in 90 feet away.
You know, that ball did not go that deep, and the center fielder did not hustle after that as much, and Wallace beat it so bad they didn't even attempt to throw at third base.
Well, the center fielder didn't come in, Jeff, really back up that play all that much. He was late kind of getting there.
And, you know, this park is deeper than most, so if you're not used to it, you know, you got to really anticipate throws and break early on this one.
8th error on the night right now for the Gibson Miners.
Merchants got a good chance to tie this one up here.
Pitch on the way. Knocked down that time by the catcher.
Again, they played really good ball. I mean, they put a lot of pressure on. They're looking quickly over there. They really need that. I think their pitcher's done, and they're realizing it.
Yeah, they're waving, and that might be why they've got the infield pulled in again.
They're saying the pitcher down there said he's ready to go.
So we'll see if he maybe finishes up to Fay here. Pitch on the way. Yeah. Just misses outside.
He's lost his command here in this inning. You know, he was all around the plate most of the time, but struggling right now. See if we can't get him to groove one over the plate and give one a ride.
Pitch on the way to Fay. Going to be in there for a strike, and the count is 3-1.
Yeah, that one was a little bit outside. Fay really wasn't what he was wanting, so you watch that one.
It was a 3-0 count. I don't think he had the green light anyway.
You know what, with Cody, I would not be surprised. He really lets him go.
3-1 pitch coming up. It's on the way, taken outside for ball 4.
That should be it, I would think.
First walk issued tonight for Kroll. That is going to bring up now Nick Supel. And we are probably going to get our pitching change here.
They didn't act like it. They said just go ahead and coach told him to go out there and talk to him.
Okay.
So, I'm not sure. See what they're doing here. Nope, they're just having a chat. See where's that. I think they're letting him warm up a little bit longer.
Well, the guy in the bullpen did start to walk that way. Now turned around and went back.
Well, I think they're trying to make sure that he's got plenty of time to warm up. He kind of rushed down there and he gave him the quick, I'm good to go.
So it could be a Randy Snyder move from the other night where you go out, you talk to the guy, you walk back, the pitcher rubs his hands a little bit, never steps on the rubber, and then you wait as long as you can. And
he's soft tossing now, so he's ready to go. So it could be the umpires can go out here. There's a conversation going with the head coach out there and the pitcher. Let's see where they're at.
You can hear the wind really whipping through Jeff's mic over there.
Yeah, I really like it. Sorry, guys, but I'm staying here because it's nice with the breeze coming down my back.
Yeah, where I'm sitting at, you don't feel quite as much of the wind, and that's why Jeff's where he's at tonight.
I have my fan. I did bring a fan along with me. I noticed last night that I forgot that. It was the first warm night. Haven't had my fan. Just a little breeze on you is enough here.
Yep.
So they're going to stick with the pitcher.
Supple will check in. Supple tonight has grounded a short twice and then reached on a fielder's choice. In his 3 plate appearances, does have an RBI tonight. So a big situation for him. He's got a chance to tie this one up with a base hit. A lot of pressure on No Guerrero right now as well. There's going to send the runner, and the throw is going to be out to second. It's going to get away. Wow. And the catcher frustrated as neither one of his fielders able to make the play out there. Fay will reach on the stolen base to second. Wallace going to score on another error. 9th one of the ball game now.
Boy, that was a bullet, and it would have been close either way. And
yeah,
boy, you had both the shortstop and the second baseman. The ball went between both of them, right over top of the bag and out to center field.
And Wallace was not going until the ball got away from the infielders out there at second base. So that's why it's an error. 2-0 the count right now on Supple. Fay out at second base.
So that's nice. We've got it tied up here now. See if we can't take the lead. Shut them down the top of 7th.
Crowell going to miss inside. Count 3 balls, no strikes. And Jeff, if you're him tonight, we've talked about all the years, but he's given up 7 runs tonight. Only 2 of those have been earned.
Well, and he threw a lot. Now they're going to make a change here on 3-0.
Yeah.
But, you know, he threw a lot of pitches, extra pitches, just through the errors.
You bet. Absolutely. We're going to step away. We've got a pitching change. Merchants have got it tied here in the bottom of the 6th. Runner at second, 1 out. We're back in 1 minute right here on KKRL.
I'd like to thank these great Merchant program sponsors for 2019. Commercial Savings Bank, Dries Company, Raccoon Valley Electric Co-op, Mid-Iowa Insurance and Real Estate, Charlie Steakhouse, Southside Lounge, Carroll Dental Associates, AAA Seeds, Barron's Construction, Roselle Mutual Insurance, Johnston Communications. We would like to thank these great Merchant program sponsors for 2019. Bruner, Reinhardt, and Morton LLP. Giant Seeds. Piranha Club. Lincoln Highway Pharmacy. Platinum Fitness. Templeton Savings Bank. State Wealth Management.
Jacob Wesselman from Briarcliff University is the new pitcher here
I'm glad
tonight.
I don't have the camera turned on you doing YMCA.
I can dance. I just can't
No,
sing.
you can't.
Hey, I'm going to show all the dance moves tomorrow night.
Oh, I'm so glad I'm not going to that wedding. Nick, I love you to death, but I do not want to see Blankman dancing.
Hey, I used to have a dance named after me.
Yeah, I know. That wasn't a compliment. I don't think there's enough brown stuff in a bottle to make me want to watch you dance.
I got rhythm, man. I got rhythm.
You got something. We got
Wesselman, the new
Tyler
pitcher.
Jacobson for
Warming
the
up.
Merchants down warming up. He's out of Elkhorn. Wesselman is
My guess is he
Briarcliff.
might be just getting some light throwing in for tomorrow, Jeff.
You never know.
Yeah, I doubt they would use him. Means he's mainly a starter.
They have been doing that
Haven't
lately.
they?
They've been
Okay.
using their next starter and having them close out the game and then have them warmed up for next night. So you never know with those guys. But and Puckett's throwing well, and it might be that he wants to do oh no, he can't do a switch. He's got DH in it, doesn't he?
Yeah.
So he can double switch, and he may do something with him. Wesselman took his time, walked all the way in from the bullpen, didn't hustle in, so he's taking a little extra time here, and he's very deliberate with these pitches as well. So he takes a lot of time on the mound.
So Isak right now
See
up
Mr. Nissen up there in the corner?
6-3. Oh, yep, I see him up there. Supple on over at first base now.
I'd like to get his son Caden worked into the mix one of these days. He does a nice job.
Benny Bird gonna step in.
Too bad he's going over to Iowa City. He'd be a good one to fill in some of those road trips.
I know.
He'd be a good one to do some of the Friday night stuff.
Yeah, might have to see if we can get Mr. Perrin maybe to help if I run out of other announcers.
Yeah, he's pretty good at. We can that'd be a good one. Bring him in the studio.
Yeah.
Break him in early. All right, we got tie game. We got to get this broke open now.
Runners at first and second, just a 1 out. Gibson Miners right now in double play depth. As Berg steps in, he is 0 for 3 tonight. Ben coming off a big night last night. Pitch on the way is fouled back out of play, and the count is 0-1. Ben tonight has struck out swinging and grounded out to the shortstop in his other 2 plate appearances. One of those was a 6-4-3 double play.
We're in the bottom of the 6th. We're only playing 7 tonight. It's a weeknight, so kind of critical to get some runs on the board. Yeah, it looks like Larkin must have an ankle. He's got it all taped up now.
Leon Mulbauer in the house here tonight. A 1 pitch coming up to Berg. And the pitch on the way. Outside, they're going to throw down to first. Runner going to take off to third, and the throw's going to hit him. He is in a little bit of pain, Jeff, as now Supple going to move up to second.
Yeah, he got hit dead.
They got hit right in the back on a throw from the first baseman.
Didn't he get hit in the middle of the back to get there?
Yeah,
So
yes.
That's back-to-back hits in the back. I'm sure he's pretty sore, and that one got him square, too. Oh, you know what? He tweaked a leg.
Okay, because he stopped as he came around.
Now he's reaching out right in the middle of the back.
Yeah.
Trying to stretch that out a little bit. He got plunked pretty good. So that's 2 plunks. That one got him right again between the shoulder blades. He was in the base path running, and he kind of put his hands like, what?
Yeah, puts both hands up. I don't know who his host family is, but he's probably going to be like, you got some ice at home?
I think Berg is giving him a little static down there.
Yeah, very possibly
they're going
could
to
be.
potentially walk him.
So now Berg going to be intentionally walked. That will load the bases here. Jeff, and where is Mr. Fay from in college?
Andrew Fay is from John Wood Community College.
Okay. I didn't know, maybe that was, I know Ben's got a teammate here. I wasn't sure if that was his teammate or not.
Ben is kind of filled in our mold. He's an equal opportunity offender.
Yes. Yes. And that's good. Every team needs one of those guys. It keeps everybody else loose.
Yeah, he's
problem is with our group, our whole group is like that.
Yeah, if you got soft skin, you can't hang out because
Rhino Robo might be the 2 quiet ones.
No. No. Robo maybe, but no. Shout out to everybody out at the Carroll Media Night, League Night.
Pitch on the way.
Oh,
There's a shot down the line, and that's going to be a foul ball.
Oh, I'm telling you what, that might be the 4th or 5th one I've seen this year. I mean, just right down the line that he could have had a lot of extra bases, and he's not going to get it, but I mean, he's going to get a lot of runs in there.
Yep.
And we're at a bad angle. It looked to me like it landed on the line, but I didn't have the angle the umpire did.
No, and he was right out there, and Larkin never dropped the bat. Jeff, he was running with the bat down the line, so he had a feeling on that one, too.
He's got a sore ankle.
Yes, he does. It took him a while to walk back. 0-1 the count now on Mr. Larkin. The 0-1 pitch. There's his shot. This one out towards left center. That's going to get into the gap. At least 2 runs will come around to score. Berg digging around second. They're going to hold him up at third. Larkin head first in the second with a double.
Wow, that's a nice double. I mean, you got a sore ankle, and look at him. He's putting his hands up. He is excited. He has been close all year long, has finally got that key hit, and he's limping back with a happy man.
Larkin has given the Merchants a 9-7 lead here with a 1 out in the 6th inning.
Yeah, I'm happy for that kid. He has been really close to making that kind of contact, and he's finally got the chance and delivered on a nice, hard double out the outfield. That one hit off the fence on a 1-hop and almost went over as a ground rule double, but stayed in.
That'll bring up now Tate Johnson. Johnson pops one up. No Guerrero trying to find it back behind home plate. He'll make the catch. The first baseman ran into the home plate umpire and fell down.
Well, he slipped and fell, and the home plate umpire about fell on top of him. So he came in. It's been a little bit wet back there from the rains that we had earlier, and it's hard to say that, but it's a little greasy back behind the plate.
And he's walking a little gingerly back over to first base.
Got the front of his toe. He said and slipped. Caught it. And there's a little bit of divots there. It's the only part of the field that doesn't quite get quite the manicure, I guess.
Well, and it doesn't get as much sun probably.
Well, they had to replace all of it when they redid this,
Yep.
so it's still grown a little bit. And Scotty does such a nice job on this.
Yeah,
I should
absolutely.
have him do my yard, so I don't have to worry
Reese
about it.
Snyder will step in. He'll take the first pitch up top for ball one.
We've got two guys out there. It'd be nice to we got a crooked number, but add on here the 2-run lead. Try to get it to 4. That would be a nice, comfortable lead going in the top of the 7th.
Reese has already hit the ball well tonight. He is 2 for 3. Pitch on the way as a foul ball back up against the screen, and the count runs to 1-1. He has doubled and scored, grounded to second, and singled here tonight in his 3 plate appearances. So a good night tonight for Reese Snyder.
Stick around. We'll have Coach usually comes up and sends a couple players up. Usually a pretty good time talking to them.
Absolutely. Looking forward to that here tonight.
Get the camera turned around here, hopefully.
Pitch on the way, swung on and missed, and the count 1-2 now on Snyder.
I'll probably switch headphones and come down by you. Get the camera turned around on him.
Okay. Whatever works best for you.
Again, hopefully Tyler will either have it live streamed tomorrow night for you, or he will record it and send it in. Just depends on how much Wi-Fi we have at the stadium.
1-2 pitch up top, and the count runs now to 2 balls and 2 strikes. You got Chase Corton waiting on deck.
How many hits have the
Jacobson
Tigers?
still?
How many hits have the Merchants have? I know that 12's not right.
I'll count them here in a moment.
And have they really had 8 errors?
They've actually had 9. Or 10. 10 errors.
Wow.
Pitch on the way, misses outside, and the count now full on the batter, Reese Snyder.
Berg back there smiling. He looked right at the pitcher, took 3 steps like he was going, and then stopped, and the pitcher froze looking at him and just knew he got into his head, so he had a pretty good time with that. So the runner should be going here with full count, 2 outs. That might give a chance for Larkin to score, you get in the outfield.
Pitch on the way. Ball 4, and Snyder going to earn a hard battle to walk. That'll load the bases back up for Corton.
Well, let's see if we can punish him here. When you have bases loaded, you got to walk, and all the errors they've had. Just let's knock this one in here and get us a nice, easy lead.
8 hits tonight so far, Jeff.
They have 12. Again, you got to. I think we have a new crew up there tonight.
Corton will step in. He's 0 for 2 tonight with a sac fly and an RBI. There's a pop-up. That one drifting out towards shallow left field. The shortstop, Dolman, will back into shallow left. He'll make the catch for the final out of the inning. But the Merchants give themselves a lead here in this 6th inning. The Merchants put 3 runs across the board. They get those 3 runs on 1 hit. There was 2 errors, and they leave 3 runners left on base. We'll head to the top half of the 7th inning. We're back in 1 minute right here on KKRL.
19 Merchant corporate sponsors are Merchant Park Concession, Kick 106.7, KCIM 1380 92.5, 93.7 KKRL. And now, on to the broadcast booth. To thank these great Merchant program sponsors for 2019, Commercial Savings Bank, Dries Company, Raccoon Valley Electric Co-op, Mid-Iowa Insurance and Real Estate, Charlie Steakhouse, Southside Lounge, Carroll Dental Associates, AAA Seeds, Barron's Construction, Roselle Mutual Insurance, Johnston Communications.
Well, Jeff was right. Tyler Jacobson wasn't just warming up for tomorrow night. He is coming in to try and close this one out. He will pitch the 7th inning here. I'm surprised they took Puckett out, Jeff. I understand the thought process. Puckett, though, with a 1-2-3 inning in that 6th, was throwing really well.
Yeah, you know what? But he was on his way out there too, and they pulled him back. So I think they're just trying to. Don't know what they're doing, but they've been pretty good with these pitchers. So hopefully, they know what they're doing.
I'm sure they do. They know more about coaching pitchers than I do.
Well, and
for sure.
The nice thing is we'll be able to ask them about it.
Yep. Yep, so it's going to be Jose Guillen Jr., America Lewis, and Drew Demers, the 5, 6, 7 batters in the lineup for the Gibson Miners as we head here to the top of the 7th inning. 9-7, Merchants with the lead. Crowd has hung on here tonight. It has cooled down nice. It's only 8:30, so been a fairly
Very nice, quick
fairly,
pace.
you just said it. You just said it.
Well, I'm just saying it's been a nice pace to the game. Let's keep it that way. But again, a nice pace, and you got to like what you've seen out of the Merchants tonight. A pretty clean set of games, and a nice job.
Jose Guillen Jr. will step in. Again, he has had a 3-run home run, a fly out to right, and a line drive for the third baseman. He'll swing and miss, and the count is 0-1. We'll see if you didn't put the radio jinx on it here, though.
I usually do.
I know. I appreciate that.
You're welcome. You made me stay last night.
Oh, one pitch popped up. That one out into left center field. Snyder's got a beat on it, and that one keeps moving on him, but he'll make the catch. And that is the first out here of the inning. Hey, you're the one that likes doing the baseball. So
I do like baseball.
Yeah,
I have to admit it. But that one was a long one last night.
Yeah.
Actually, it wasn't that long until we got to the last inning.
My softball game lasted about as long.
I think my last inning took an hour.
Yeah, probably.
And that's the one that got me.
Yep. America Lewis will step in. He's got a solo home run tonight, a single and a strikeout looking in his 3 plate appearances, so he's 2 for 3. Has not faced Jacobson yet tonight. And the pitch on the way is up top for ball 1.
Either way, I really like this Merchant team. They don't get down. There's been multiple times they've been down 5 runs or what have you, and they just keep battling. They battle back.
Pitch on the way on the outside corner for a strike, and the count is 1-1 strike.
You look at the Gypsum Miners, they put 5 up in the first, 1 in the third, 1 in the fourth. For the Merchants, you got 1 in the first, 2 in the second, 2 in the third, 1 in the fourth.
1-1 pitch swung on and missed, and the count runs now to 1-2 strikes.
And then 3 in the sixth. So, just nice, even balance. They've been putting pressure on them all night long and causing those errors, and just doing a great job of playing team ball.
1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. 2 outs here in the inning. The Merchants now an out away as Jacobson picks up the strikeout. That'll bring to the plate Drew Demers. He has flown out to center, reached on an error, and doubled here tonight.
Brings up number 14.
I think you see why maybe Coach made that change. A little bit different pitcher here.
Yep.
A little harder thrower. And I think, is he scheduled to pitch tomorrow night? I don't think he is. I think they like to do this and save him for a day or two. So.
And the pitch on the way is in there for a strike, and the count is 0-1.
Nice looking. Just attacking the zone right now. Keep plunking away at him with 2 outs.
He was dominant down there at Exire Elkhorn Kimballton. Pitch on the way. There's a line drive caught by Jacobson on the hill. And the Merchants are going to win it here tonight by a final of 9-7. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left in the 7th inning for the Gibson Miners of Fort Dodge. Carroll Merchants win it here tonight, 9-7. We're back with postgame coming up next year on KKRL.
We would like to thank these great Merchant program sponsors for 2019. Anytime Fitness, Computer Concepts of Iowa, Court Street, LLC, Lens Insurance and Real Estate, Litterdale Country Store, Carroll Glass, Market on 30, Merchant Park Concessions. The 2019 Merchant corporate sponsors are Sparky's One Stop, Anytime Fitness, Ike Allen Distributing, Merchant Park Concession, Culver's, Giant Seeds, Pit Stop Auto Wash, Platinum Fitness. And now, on to the broadcast booth. We would like to thank these great merchant program sponsors for 2019. Bruner, Reinhardt, and Morton LLP. Giant Seeds. Piranha Club. Lincoln Highway Pharmacy. Platinum Fitness. Templeton Savings Bank. State Wealth Management. I'd like to thank these great merchant program sponsors for 2019. Commercial Savings Bank. Drees Company. Raccoon Valley Electric Co-op. Mid-Iowa Insurance and Real Estate. Charlie Steakhouse. Southside Lounge. Carroll Dental Associates. AAA Seeds. Barron's Construction. Roselle Mutual Insurance. Johnston Communications. 19 merchant corporate sponsors are Merchant Park Concession, Kick 106.7, KCIM 1380 92.5, 93.7 KKRL. And now, on to the broadcast booth.
At 792-1755.
A good win here tonight for the Carroll Merchants. Hold on, folks, here. Arnold just dropped his headphone down here real quick, so I've got to get that fixed. We're waiting for some of the Merchants to come up for postgame here tonight as they rally back for a 9-7 win here tonight against the Gibson Miners out of Fort Dodge. And Jeff, the first time these two teams met, they fell down 5-0 and were unable to come back and win that game. Tonight, fell down 5-0 again in the first inning, and this time able to chip away at it, got it tied at 5, then fell behind 7-5, but didn't give up anything after that. You got to really like the way Krastoviak continued to battle on the hill. Then Puckett came in, slammed the door in the 6th, and same thing with the Jacobson there in the 7th inning. And then the Bass just kept working against Crowell, and the Miners defense tonight really killed their pitcher here tonight as the Merchants able to take advantage of that and come back and win here tonight by 2.
Yeah, and they played Cody Williams style ball. That's what Cody wants to do, is to put pressure on those defenses, keep the bats, don't strike out, keep pressure, get those hits, get it in play. And you saw tonight that it paid off. And again, we played really good defense. Is that 2 errors? Is that correct? Or did they have 3, I was thinking?
Yeah, I'll have to count the Merchants
just
errors here.
2 or 3 errors on the night. So not bad for the Merchants. Pretty good. Two. So that's a really good night for the Merchants. Played good defense, put the ball in play, put a lot of pressure on them. And again, this team has been known. They keep battling. They don't give, and they'll battle all the way through the 9th if they have to. And so you saw that tonight, and you saw them keep battling back and getting a nice win.
Now, one of the things we'll talk with Coach Williams about it, Jeff, that stands out for me with their performance tonight: 1 run in the first, 2 in the second, 2 in the third, 1 in the fourth, 3 in the sixth. The only inning they didn't score the 5th. When you can score in almost every inning in a ball game, that says a lot about your consistency and the way you're playing, and you're going to win a lot of baseball games if you do that.
Yeah, and that's what they need to do. They just kept that train moving, and looks like we got Coach here with us now.
Coach Williams is making his way up here. We'll have him hop down and grab the headphones, and we'll get Cody on with us here tonight. We'll make sure we get him on the camera good here tonight as well, so that everybody watching on Facebook can see him pretty well here tonight. Cody, congratulations. Appreciate you joining us here tonight. What a performance for your ball club here tonight as you guys rally back. I was just telling Jeff, you look at the scoreboard: 1 in the first, 2 in the second, 2 in the third, 1 in the fourth, 3 in the sixth. You score in every inning but the 5th that you bat. Gotta like that consistency.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's one of our goals. I mean, either score first or score every inning. I mean, that just puts pressure on the defense, and they got to make plays. I mean, and we took advantage of their errors, and we only had 2. I mean, less errors than them is always a huge thing for us.
You know, we've talked all year long about how you want to keep pressure on there and cause the errors. I think tonight you did a lot of that with those hard hit balls. But talk about Larkin. He's been battling all year long. He's been so close to getting that big hit, and tonight he got it.
Yeah, it was huge for us. I mean, he did it in pain too. I said, I think you're better when you have a lot of pain, because you're not worried about your swing, you're not worried about anything but the pain you have, and you put a good swing on it, and that was huge for us.
Yeah,
and he'll be up here to talk after he's game.
Yeah, not
It might take him a while.
He was able to lug out a kind of a double on that one and stuff, and then he got up and he showed the emotion, the passion this team is showing here late in the season. First really, really hot game of the year, and these guys still went out and gave great effort.
Yeah, it was fun. I mean, it was a fun game to be a part of, and the energy was up all game with our dugout. We kept the momentum in our dugout, wasn't worried about them, just kept it on us, and that's what it takes to win.
When I talked to you before the game, you had said you guys fell down 5-0 to them the first time you faced them and not able to come back. Tonight got down 5-0 again. Krystkowiak settled in, though, and really pitched well after that. Never panicked even in that first inning when he was giving up a couple of shots.
Yeah, that second and third inning, he actually threw up zeros, gave up a two on the fourth inning. But that's what you have to do when you give up a 5 spot. Just keep on battling. I mean, when he gave up 2 runs in the fourth, he walked 2 batters, and if you give up 3 bases, the good teams are going to take advantage of that. But he was able to battle up, so we could get him 5 innings, use Puckett for 1 inning, kind of bullpen, so we have him for tomorrow and Saturday, and Jacobson, just a nice little bullpen to close it out for us.
Couple questions for you here, but Krystkowiak, he has been just dominant lately. Tonight didn't look like he had his best stuff. It looked like he struggled a little bit, but still able to keep that in check. What did you guys talk about when you went out there that made that little change for him?
Well, he just had to be better 1-2, 0-2. I mean, those 2 home runs, he left up a hanging breaking ball 1-2, and another one I think was 2 strikes. So you got to bury those in the dirt, make them swing, and just, that happens. I mean, that's what we told him. Hey, you got to be better 0-2. You got to get ahead of the count, and just don't give up free bases. And he was able to settle in and do just that.
And I think you mentioned here, but we're going to go back to it, that we were a little bit surprised. Puckett looked like he was headed back out for the 9th or 9th. It feels like 9. But you went ahead and made the change. What was the thinking there, and what's the strategy you were going with?
I said if we get ahead, you're going to close the game out for us. And I told my assistant, hey, if we get ahead, he was in the ball game. He forgot to mention to Puckett, hey, if we get the lead here, we're going to go Jacobson. And that's awesome because now we have Puckett for tomorrow, even Saturday, and we have Jacobson starting Saturday or Sunday. We don't know yet, but.
Coach, I want to mention the 2 guys at the top of your order. You can look at Mike Wallace tonight. Didn't go 4 for 4, but he was on base all 4 times, and he created a lot of havoc out on the base pass. Andrew Fay, then, as the number 2 guy in your lineup, got out the first time, but then got on base 3 times after that. You get that kind of consistency and those kind of numbers out of your 1 and 2 guys. That sets a lot of things up offensively for you guys to be able to do, and both those guys can create havoc for you out on the base pass.
Yep, and that's why they're there. And especially with Supple and Berg behind him, I know those guys can drive him in, and Larkin. So, I mean, that's what they got to do at top of the order is get on base. I mean, I don't care how you do it, just get on base because we're going to run.
I was just hoping with that win tonight with Supple and Berg and even Larkin that if they got one in the win there, I think we would have seen kind of the same thing in the first inning. But just not able. They're making nice contact. Seems like they're just a little bit out of timing. Not bad, but just not quite where they want to be yet.
Yeah, they're still working at it. Supple, I mean, he's figuring out his swing, and he's still raking this year. But I mean, small adjustments here and there, and he's always working. He's always hitting the cage and getting better. So eventually we'll get a couple.
And Reese Snyder tonight, Coach, as well. I've got him 2 for 3 tonight with a walk. One of those was a kind of a 2-out bunt that really caught the defense off guard. I know that's the kind of player that you like.
Oh, yeah,
the kind
I
of
love
style
it.
you
I mean,
like, yeah.
I would do the same thing. And he's like this. I'm like, yeah. I mean,
was that all it was?
You
Was a shrug?
Yeah,
You knew what was coming up?
Well,
Yeah.
and I'd mentioned it earlier, and I thought maybe you would probably go to it earlier. Third baseman's struggling all night long. He just did not have a good night. That looked like a good play. Now, the catcher's an athletic kid and has a good arm, but that looked like a good play because it looked like that third baseman might struggle a little bit. So kind of you wonder if him with Reese doing a little coaching, if that isn't kind of coming across where he's thinking like a coach there going, this ought to be easy.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and he bunted it first. He knew he didn't have to run out of the box, be in a hurry. If you bunt it down, third baseman so far back, he's got decent speed. He's going to be safe 99% of the time.
Busy next few days for you guys, back in action tomorrow, Saturday, and then a makeup game on Sunday, if I understand correct. So going to be warm. They're talking heat indices the next couple of days, up over 105 degrees potentially tomorrow and Saturday. I haven't looked to see what Sunday's going to be like, but how do you keep the guys, I know the games are in the evening, but it's still going to be warm. How do you keep the guys from getting overworked here with 4 games in a row, or 5 games actually in a row?
Yeah, they just, drink water, get rest. Just got to do that, and especially when we're going to be out in the sun. Tomorrow's a 4:30 start time because they don't have no lights.
Yep.
So, I mean, we're going to be out in the sun all day. I mean, we just got to stay hydrated, get plenty of rest, and hopefully good things happen.
So you were talking about that, but we were talking about the pitching staff as well. So you're looking all the way into next week now as far as trying to plan out your pitchers and lay them out. Just try to keep them rotating as fast as you can, or it's still all on feel and how they're looking?
Yeah, it's still on feel. Travis started in Storm Lake, and he had a little tenderness in his tricep, so hopefully he's able to throw next week. So, I mean, right now it's if people can stay healthy and go from there.
Sounds
and,
like,
you know, it's one of those things we'll take it day by day, and hopefully we figure it out this weekend, and then after a day or two, we'll know what we're going to do next week.
A little bit of good news, Tyler Lang's going to start some throwing here, some soft toss and stuff, and get going. So they've hopefully he's healthy. I don't know if we'll see him
He's
back.
got an MRI the 11th, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, they still are saying that it's a strain, so they want him to go ahead and toss. So we'll see how that works out for him.
Well, I tell you what, Coach, appreciate you joining us here tonight. Congratulations on the win, and go get some rest here tonight.
Yep.
You bet. Cody Williams joining us here. We're going to step away. We'll take a 1-minute break. We'll come back. We'll talk with some of the players, including Mr. Larkin, who's making his way up here. We're back in 1 minute here on KKRL.
The 2019 Merchant corporate sponsors are Sparky's One Stop, Anytime Fitness, iCowan Distributing, Merchant Park Concession, Culver's, Giant Seeds, Pit Stop Auto Wash, Platinum Fitness. And now, on to the broadcast booth. We would like to thank these great Merchant program sponsors for 2019. Bloomers Bar and Grill, Echo Electronics, Roman Stephenson Son Construction, Gredeman Associates Insurance and Real Estate, Region 12 Council of Governments, Windstar Lines, Pro Auto, United Bank of Iowa.
Jeff Blakeman, Jeff Honnold back here with you in the postgame. Merchants again winning 9-7 against the Gibson Miners tonight of Fort Dodge. And joining us here in the postgame right now, the hero of the night, the guy that drove in the two winning runs here tonight, Brendan Larkin.
And the nicest of the Larkins that we know.
I gotta call you Mr. According to Honnold. He says that I gotta call you Mr. Brendan Larkin.
You know, here's the one thing though, before we get started. You understand you're not playing football. You know, your pants are ripped, your knees are ripped, and you're playing baseball. You don't have to tear everything up here.
Got to bring back my glory days of football. Yeah.
Well, we know your brother didn't play football.
No, not at all. Too scared.
Brendan, let's talk a little bit about that last at bat. You came in, you hit a rocket down the third base line that was just foul. Didn't miss by much. Mentally, how did you come back from that? Because just a couple of pitchers later, you took another shot and hit this one out into the gap to be able to get that double to drive in the two what turned out to be the winning runs.
Yeah, that one that was foul, I knew off the bat it had so much spin that it was going to land foul. But as a hitter, you know, you got to make the adjustment. I knew I was early.
Yep.
So I sat back on the next one. It was actually the next pitch. He grouped another fastball, and I was perfectly on time for it. And you see, good things happen when you're patient.
Are you going to be all right? Because you didn't get hit tonight. So I didn't know you could play and not get hit. Usually, you got to be getting close to 20. What are you
I think
at?
I'm at 12 right now.
Oh, you got to be over 12. But you know, all year long you've been really close. I mean, I'm waiting for that bomb to get in the softball diamond. I know that power's there, and we saw it tonight. What adjustments have you been making? Where do you feel like you're just a little bit off yet?
It's always been my thing of just my timing. As long as I can stay back and let my hands work, I know I got quick hands, so let them work and let them do the job as long as I keep my weight back on my back leg, and I know the ball's going to go.
What were you looking for from the Crowell, their pitcher, tonight? What were you anticipating seeing? You probably had never faced him before, I imagine.
No, I haven't actually, and I only got to see what maybe his warm-up pitches.
Yeah.
Then they walked Berg.
Yeah.
So I was kind of didn't really know what to see, but I just, after the first pitch, I was just hitting fastball. He's going to have to beat me with that, and I just capitalized.
Talk about this team. I mean, you guys have been gritty all day long, and you look at the scoreboard, and all but the fifth inning, you guys put up numbers, and you had 3 crooked ones up there. This team has been kind of fun. It's just been gritty all year long. You don't worry about getting down 5. You just kind of keep plugging away. How much fun is that?
Oh, it's fun. We got a team full of Bulldogs. That's all I got to say is none of us put our heads down. None of us quit. We all know that, yeah, we let up 5 in the first inning, but you got 7 innings to play. So the way we look at it is you just got to chip away slowly. And back in the 3rd inning, we're right back in the game. And once you can tie that up, it's a brand new ball game. And whatever happens before that doesn't even matter anymore. But yeah, we have a lot of guys on this team that play for each other. It's not an individual sport, it's a team sport.
What was the difference this time against them? Fell down 5-0 the first time you met them, not able to come back tonight, able to do that. What do you think was the difference between that night and this night?
I think it was Chris trusted us. He trusted his hitters. He knew that, yeah, he had a bad first inning, but after that he came up and showed out. And we all we had our sticks hot tonight, and as long as a pitcher can know that, it's all he needs.
And as they're struggling defensively, I had them for 9 errors tonight. What's the dugout like for you guys? Because you know if you put it in play, there's always a chance.
That's exactly what you got to think. Especially, we have a beautiful field, and I think they were just getting in their own heads. But when you see that, all you got to do is put the ball in play, and something's going to happen. Good things will come.
You know, you were on that losing streak there a while back, and I went down there, and if you didn't know better, you really wouldn't have felt it down there. You guys are still fairly loose. I mean, you weren't quite as jovial, but you guys have kind of turned it around here. Been making a run, dropped one last night. But where are we at here? What kind of feel does the dugout have? What do you have in that locker room? Is it feeling like you're going to make a good run here?
Oh, I have a feeling we're going to make a great run here. I mean, I've been saying it from the first week. It's like we all knew each other before we got up here. We've clicked right away, and from then, this is a family. It's more than just a team.
Brendan, what's different, if anything, from what your brother had told you and what you'd learned from him being a part of the Merchants to now you being here and playing?
Before I came up here, he told me just to enjoy it. The town of Carroll has done nothing but great things for all of us. To be able to make this happen, all the host families, it's just flat out amazing. The atmosphere we have here, when the fans are behind us, it's nothing but joy when we're playing.
I enjoy watching you guys. I think I saw you fist bump a little girl over here before you go up to bat, and they come up there and they really want to see you guys, and the love you guys give back to the little kids. I think that's what makes it special, makes them want to come in here, and you've really brought more kids to the game and brought it back to them, and we thank you for helping getting the youngsters energized in baseball again.
Oh, we love it. The kids look up to us like we're the biggest thing on the earth, so to show that love back is all that we can do.
You mentioned host families. Who are you staying with? What's your host family?
Mike and Alicia Leffelholtz, and they got 3 kids, Bryce, Brenton, and Olivia, and they are just flat out amazing to me.
Well, I tell you what, Brendan, congratulations. I wish you the best of luck. I know it's going to be busy the next few days, so
yeah.
Best of luck, and thanks for joining us here tonight.
Make sure you tell your brother we don't miss him.
He'll be up here soon.
I tell you what.
When's he coming up? I got to get out of here if he's coming.
It's the All-Star break.
Oh, I'll be gone then.
He gave him the nickname that'll never go away. He called him the Superstar.
The Superstar?
The Superstar, yep. So that's the nickname that has stuck. So we appreciate that. Hey, good to see you again, man. Best of luck the rest of the way.
Thanks for having me.
You bet. Brendan Larkin joining us here in the postgame tonight. Folks, again, it was the Merchants winning it here tonight over the Gibson Miners 9-7. For my broadcast partner here tonight, Jeff Honnold, and for Lance Kuhn back in the studio, this is Chuck Blankman saying thank you for listening to baseball coverage here tonight on 93.7 KKRL. Have a great night.